every second you get of it, and you want to make sure you can get in there and take a fight with it, because stims in general are just such a big combat advantage, right?
Are we holding spawn?
Are we?
Yeah, this is a strategy that we see pretty often too, right? So holding spawn, waiting for them to push, but then there's the wall mechanic. You can see the enemy team just push it forward.
Oh, you see on the minimap, yeah.
Yeah, so the intention there is that if teams do this, the wall is intended to flush them out.
And it gives them less space basically to operate from.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, they are getting battered.
They are getting, yeah.
And this is smoke and rolled. Just. Why are they unleash Bastarda in this? That does feel. Maybe we need to shuffle teams a little bit, gang.
I don't think they're going to agree to that.
You don't think so?
No.
I also think they quite enjoy seeing
the crowd also hates seeing one person alive not pushing forwards.
Yeah, but it's Kesnet, so the whistling's not happening yet.
Yeah,
he gets given a lot more freedom on this. And alas, it is a mix, so we're going to see the gang run him down. But yeah, it's so cool seeing the fog of or like the Omen sort of like TP.
Yeah, again, obviously lacking map layer, but also when you spot a player, they're not confirmed by minimap information either.
Right. It's just the notice that they're in your territory, right? So no like hard intel reveal, just generally in the area.
Okay.
Let's what's the game plan now? Okay, well, I was thinking of strategy. More for me.
We got the Tactibear. We're ready.
Yeah, the Tactibear, yeah.
True. That is highly necessary.
I hate to say it, but I kind of want to see Neon get stimmed.
There it is.
So, well, we got what we wanted. Now, will the observers follow that? No. You've got mixed well. Thank you.
Who just got dropped by Assassin.
Yeah, I kind of want to see the interactions now with all the agents, see how that stim feels and how it kind of like, oh dear. Soypan's kind of doing some damage, but there is a chance for the reses.
I was going to say, just to clarify, the res is instant on the trade, right?
No, not instant.
Oh, so it's not instant.
So it triggers the timer, right? And then the timer will extend over the course of the round.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get used to just like looking towards it, so like the 4 seconds there for like the Sage to come back in a round, so it's like kind of. It's totally changing how I'm looking at the game as well, and the dynamics of these fights, because there is like the ability to totally turn the round back, potentially in your favor.
I see it now, yeah, up on the top.
Well, we've got another stimmed up Neon, but Suga's going to do it anyway themselves. They don't need the assistance, apparently. But again, I guess it is that kind of fact that both of them get the stim, right? It's not just one, it's not just purely to set them up. You're also in the fight.
Again, so Mix can kind of follow up on the duelist as well, and not just sit in the backline. You've got the stim benefit.
Yeah, it's really for you to both feel confident pushing together, right? And it's also one of those things where if Mix is the one who gets the kill, it'll also refresh the stim for both of you. So it's not like you're totally relegated to letting them get the kill. It's something that you're both engaging in together.
Now, if only they got an ult. I want to see the ult. Mated
here. Yeah, also the smokes look so cool.
They look really aesthetically pretty.
Are the smokes kind of like near sight, inside, like brimstones, or are they kind of empty, like...
They're hollow smokes,
okay.
So, yeah.
They are on match point now for one of them not mistaken.
Okay, I'll change it now. I want to see Neon ult stim.
Oh.
Yeah.
You just want Reddit threads to start?
Wow.
That's crazy. That's right here, man. That's wild.
Also throwing me off. Everybody using Spanish in game, trying to get the notifications right.
It's a little bit tricky, but again, there's that support system, right? Look at it. Look at the assists you're just farming through this. It's actually sick seeing this in play. Look at it. Yeah. And then it's refreshing, right? So you can just keep going through it. You're back in the action straight away.
Yep, absolutely. And it's something that we actually noticed really early on when we felt like we were really hitting our goals with the character is you would see the scoreline at the end of the game and Mix would have like 32 assists or something, right, on a really good game. So this is definitely for players who like to see their contribution represented in ways that aren't just top fragging.
Yeah, 100%.
And sorry, the stim refreshes on the assists, obviously, for Mix. Does that count for smokes as well?
No, it's just for kills or just for kills from either player who is stimmed, either the player you chose or Mix.
Okay, so yeah, that is the enemy behind line. Okay.
And we're getting 2 different languages.
Yeah.
Yo! Ayun! Yo, tol! Ayan, rinig na! Rinig na! Rinig na, tol!
Di ba narinig kanina?
Ayun! I love you all, pre! Rinig na, tol! Okay, ulit tayo, no? It's PRX versus Nongshim. Ngayon, nandito muna tayo sa Showmatch. Kasama natin si Zeus, dating Oasis. Ngayon, guest natin kasi parang gusto niya daw muna mag-stream na lang muna.
Stream na lang muna ako.
Stream na lang daw muna.
Medyo ano eh.
NS or PRX? NS or PRX, bro?
Ano ako? Kahit ano.
Kahit ano? Basta, 3-2. Wah! Pupuyat tayo.
3-0.
3-0, basta kahit sino, 3-0. Ako 3-1, 3-1 Nongshim ako. Tingin ko 3-1 Nongshim eh. Kanina ba kami nagsasalita? Wala palang nakakarinig. Di nyo naman sinabi ka agad. Mag-shota ba kayo, tol? Pareho lalaki. Wala, hindi pwedeng magkatalo yun. Kilala nyo naman ako eh. 3-1 PRX na to. Ako 3-1 Nongshim ako eh. Kahit gusto ko manali PRX, parang tingin ko Nongshim eh. Ganda ng kasama ni Zeus, si Athena. Tol, pagtanggal mo, huwag mong tatawanan, bro. Bro, huwag mong tawanan, bro. Guess ka dito, bro. Sorry. Si Zeus, si Leo Mio, walang Athena dito, Magic Chess, yung kasalaulaan mo, I-share nyo na lang yung live natin, guys. Shoutout sa lahat ng nanonood ngayon. Sana kayo lahat, maganda yung gising nyo, maganda puyat natin. Worth it yung puyat natin. Huwag nyo pansinin yung ads, nag-glitch. Eto na, Grand Finals. Imposibleng hindi nagtakutan. Ay, nakakatakot yung mga kwento kanina. Oo, nakakatakot. Isipin nyo walang tao, may naliligo. Nakakatakot yun.
Oo.
Boyfriend mo po.
Boyfriend, kaibigang lalaki.
Kaibigang lalaki, tol. Malinaw.
Tama.
Di ba? Malinaw. Sa kanya nanggaling. Walang mali siya.
Tama.
Kayo lang nagsasabi niyan. Tantanan nyo ako. Ayoko magmura. Ayoko maban. Once magsabi ko, Chi, thank you for the follow. Share mo live natin. Once na magmura ako dito, pulado na naman yung tactic ko. Ay, meron pa yung isa.
Best of 3.
Best of 3.
Team Kesnet got 5. Kesnet's trying very hard, but if we go back to it, right? And there's
Ikaw, tol, tingin mo yung bagong agent, mayu-use masyado sa rank.
Ay, sarang? Use yan.
Ang club ba nagagamit sa Regent?
Oh no.
Club? Regent? Sino pinakawalang kwentang agent para sa'yo, pre?
Sa Regent o sa lahat?
Sa lahat.
Sino nga, no?
Tingin mo?
Phoenix siguro.
Phoenix, bakit?
Wala naglalaro mo sa rank eh.
Sa rank?
Oo.
Pero sa VCT, napili, no?
Oo, sa VCT na. Pero ngayon, sa rank wala.
Kayo, chat, sino pinakawalang kwentang agent nyo? Sino pinakawalang kwentang agent nyo? Hindi nga kami mag-jowa, tol! Lalaki nga yan eh! Lalaki sa lalaki, mag-jowa, hindi Pinaglalaban ko ang lalaki ko eh, tapos pinakawalang kwenta ako, wag parehas kaming regent nito, wag kayo, di ba? Huwag ka tumawa, pre. Baka walang maniwala eh. Kampiano na lang ako.
Tama.
Sinasabi nyo nga cute couple, isa ka pa eh. Sasampingilin kita, legit. Pinakagamit mong controller pa.
Controller? Ito sa lahat? Si Omen.
Duel.
Duelist? Hindi yun. Yun pa rin.
Senti.
Senti? Yun ang siguro lang, Cypher na lang.
Walang kinikilig dito, no? Baka kayo lang yun, mga... Walang kinikilig dito, pre. Walang kinikilig dito, no? Paano daw makaalis sa yung mga, may marami kasi dito hard stock gold eh. Paano daw ba technique makaalis dun?
Galawin mo lang mo sa ulo.
Sa ulo?
Tutok mo lang.
So, hindi mo recommend ang 5-man.
Hindi. Maganda solo all the way para independent ba? Diba?
Kasi ako, solo ako eh. Yung mga yan, hard lang.
Parang nakita ko lagi, 3 years, 5-man.
Tuloy. Record do. Baka naman.
Hindi na handa.
Hindi, Smurf lang kasi yun, for fun. Kaya may 5-man. Yung Radiant ko nakatabi.
Sa main account, solo.
Tama guys, tama. Maangan para maano. Tol, yung kasalaulaan nyo, wag niyang inaano dito, no? Kasi guest natin si Zeus eh. Ang may-ari ng Olympus Coffee. Hindi nyo ba alam yun? The way Zeus look at her. Sino? May babae ba dito, pre? Wala naman, di ba? Wala naman eh.
Wala.
Ikaw, yung nag-comment noon, malamang sa malamang iron yun. No? Iron yun. Iron yun. Iron. Yung mga ano dyan, iron yan.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Get to work. Especially here, because...
Kayo guys, Nongshim or PRX, comment nyo. Predict nyo yung score. Predict the score, guys. Predict the score.
Observers, please.
Magkano bili ko sa mic ko? Tawagin mo muna akong idol kesa ate.
I'm being baited.
Tol, may kinikilig ba dito? Wala, di ba? Tol, tumingin ka sa akin. Tol, kasing... Tol, sinasabi ko maangas tayo eh. Wala! Natawa lang kami kasi nakakatawa yung comment nyo. Nakakatawa yung comment nyo. Pero wala yun. Wala yun. Wala. Malabo. Guys, ako 3-1 Nongshim kayo. Ewan ko sa inyo, ano trip nyo. Legit chat. Puro walang connecta sa Valorant kino-comment nyo eh. Yung may connect muna. Predict nyo yung score. Predict nyo muna yung score. Sa'yo yan mamaya i-score. Tol! It's best of 5 pinag-uusapan dito ha! 3-1 niya. Okay. 3-1 in favor of kanina. Name ng new hero. Ano pangalan ulit?
Mix nga.
Si Mix. Mix. Mix daw yung new agent. May heal. Tapos yung heal niya pwede maging trap. Tama. Ano yung ulti nun? Hindi ba gets? Ha?
May steam beacon din, Ibim.
Parang may... Eto guys, pakita namin. Nagamit dito eh. Controller ba yan? Controller na parang senti. Eto. Yan. Mag-smoke siya.
Smoke yan, dalawa.
Nag-smoke.
Ayan, yung hawak niya ngayon, yung steam.
Steam, nice steam nila, di ba? Boom.
And there's verticality to
Patay.
it. It's not just a flat sort of cone, it has the vertical element.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, okay. Maybe my dream will
Ito yung bagong agent yan.
it's giving me nothing.
Well, again, yeah, I'm more
Yan na yung
interested in
queue
how the
eh, yun yung
coverage,
ano
how it kind of
Ayun,
operates.
bulagta.
Like Nightfall or Rolling Thunder. Is it the same sort of area?
Yeah.
At the very end of it.
Yeah, like
May chance 3-0 in favor of
about cone to rectilinear shape.
Nongshim
I don't think I have
o
that
PRX.
off my head, but I would say that
Ako 3-1 talaga eh. Ano, Nongshim.
like the site coverage.
3-1 Nongshim bro. Legit lang 3-1 Nongshim.
Wider back there than of course close to you, so something to consider when like, you know, how you cast the ability.
Mio, kumain ka na or siya tol, di ba? Mahirap dito eh. Kaya ayokong nagla-live dito eh. Mas gugustuhin kong walang nanonood kaysa may mga ganyang tangingot eh. PRX yan, makambak. Ano nga score? Ano nga yung prediction mong score? Ikaw, pre, ano pinaka, favorite mong skin? Vandal?
Vandal?
Oo. Primordial, hindi mo nabibidawan. Sa Phantom.
Siguro Phantom, Beacon.
Ako sa Vandal, alam mo ano? Yung Yebury na pink.
Bakit Ivory na pink?
Parang ang tining ng tunog eh. Nabatang yung tigat eh. Maganda na may kulay eh. Diba? Pwede naman kahit saan yun eh.
Oo.
Ivory guys na pink.
potential,
Ganda nga.
everything coming up.
Kailan start niyan PRX versus Nongshim? Tol, CC Ferrers, after this show match, mag-start na yan. Okay, pinapakita lang kasi new game mode, tapos yung, ano natin, tawag dito, yung new agent, si Mix. Sino blooming, Tol?
Okay.
Blooming, pwede naman pareho kaming pogi eh. Anong skill ng agent na si Mix? Ano pre? Nakalimutan ko.
Anong skill?
Ando yung mga skill ng utils niya no, ni Mix.
Diba smoke?
May smoke siya. Dalawa.
Tapos isa, hindi ko pa alam, parang steam beacon nga yun eh.
May binabato siya no?
Parang binibigay sa kampe.
Binabato niya, parang steam beacon yun. Tapos yung isa ano yun?
Isang trap. Pwedeng trap, pwedeng heal.
Pwedeng trap, pwedeng heal. Tapos, mapapalitan mo, pag pinalitan mo siya this round, di mo na mapapalitan dun sa buong round na yun.
Yun yung sabi. Hindi na sure. Nakita natin mamaya.
I think I can actually translate what was said there. I got a kill. I'm loving it.
Mats, dati ka palang supporter, manatili ka na lang dun. Kadiri ka.
Put it in the bank.
They're gonna need them today.
Sino po yung Zeus? Yung Radiant.
Okay.
Siya. Ito. Katabi ko. Siya si Zeus. Ako si Leo Mio. Sa gameplay may similarity kami.
Anong similarity natin?
Yung one tap. Mga neon na. Mga basic lang.
Neon slide mo.
Kumbaga pinaka nahihirapan pa ako sa alam mo saan, Sage. Yung mga neon rays. Mga manina yun eh.
Kaya mo yun.
Ikaw, kaya mo lahat no?
Ako rin siguro
Sage?
Pwede.
Yun talaga ang...
Mahirap magbato ng heal eh.
Para kawawa si Mix dun ah. Tinamaan eh. De, guys, mahirap Sage. Mas nadadalian ako sa mga duelist, legit lang. Maraming maraming mag-a-agree niyan, di ba? Maraming mag-a-agree diyan. Nakakaramdam ako ng kaba-kabadingan muli. Tumahimik ka, Kyle, kaya mo maban. Ano role pala ni Mix? Controller. Eto. Etong, yan. Ay, nagre-reset yung ano niya, yung binabato niya.
Ang binabato? Diyan lang katayan sa sa mode.
Okay, Arena, eto na ata.
Best of 3 pa.
Is it kind of hard lock there or?
There are a number of different weapon options other than SMGs too. I think it's
Jason and JJ best duo. Paano pa tol kung tayo nandyan?
Na.
Anong tandem natin pag ganun?
Dangerous duo.
Dangerous duo.
Kumbaga ikaw yung Neon, ako yung Sage.
Kano ba natin Sage?
Diba, syempre, doon ka sa nadadalian ka, doon ako sa nahihirapan ako.
Tama.
Dangerous duo yun.
Tama.
Hindi, perfect combo yan eh, no? Pagka nag-i-slide yung Neon, bato mo ng slow. Hindi, para di madulas.
Tama.
Masyado, di ba? Ma-slow eh.
Baka kung mas slow mo.
Kalaban, bro.
Kalaban.
Yung kalaban. Best wipe duo. Tol, dangerous duo nga eh. Showmatch pa lang to, pre. Showmatch pa lang. For beginners, pa-explain naman in simple way ng mga roles, tol. Diba?
Ano?
Pagod ako eh.
Ano daw?
For beginners, pa-explain daw yung each role, so...
Ano mga role? Duelist.
Duelist muna.
Duelist kasi yung favorite natin eh.
Namin.
Duelist, yun yung nag-entry.
Nag-entry.
Mapasok for the team.
Mapasok.
Tapos, usually, mapatay. And last, nag-create ng space.
Yon. Duelist yun ah. Duelist. Sunod.
Next, siguro, initiator muna.
Initiator. Sila Brim. Ay, sila Breach.
Sila Breach.
Soba.
Initiator, usually, kumukuha ng info.
Yeah, it matches like the loadout value.
Yun lang talaga main purpose. Pero pwede rin sumusupport din sa duelist.
Not in this one. Yeah.
Good.
Initiator. At babato ng recon para sa duelist, gano'n, nag-stun.
I mean, the mode's supposed to be for fun, right?
Yeah,
Next.
exactly. Yes.
Controller.
Someone tell the players that. Someone
Controller yun, nag-smoke lang para sa team.
Yan. Controller, nag-smoke para sa team.
Nag-smoke. Tapos, pwede na yan. After mag-smoke, pwede na maipatay.
Nasabi na ba yung Senti?
Hindi pa.
Senti.
Senti last. Yun yung mga nag-hold na side. Tsaka nagbabati ng flank. Mga milikod. Yun. Ayun lang.
Best Senti for you, pre. Cypher?
Cypher talaga eh. Ito Cypher eh. Pwede rin Vice.
Vice, parang all around na. Lahat meron eh, no? May wall.
Yung ulti na ano.
Yun lang. Kung ako tutwerkan ko yan. Ay, yun lang. May kampe. Uy!
Ano nangyari?
Di niya na double kill yun.
We're so close to finding happiness. It is kind of fun though seeing this back and forth because I keep thinking, okay, round's done, and then the mechanics of like the rest is coming back in, and it feels like there's such like a momentum.
Nagre-reset nga yung skill nila dito sa new mode. Nalaro nyo na ba to, guys? O sa advanced server lang to?
Sa advance naman.
BF mo yan, Leo. Tol, babae hanap ko eh. Hanapan mo ako ng boyfriend. Sarap ng chicks mo, boss. Hindi, lalaki to.
Lalaki ako.
Lalaki siya.
Ay, yung mga
Advanced
lalaki ako.
server. Lalaki ako!
Nice
Yes,
one.
yeah, exactly. So your team is
Naniniwala ka naman, di ba?
Naniniwala ako siyempre.
you are someone who crosses the line.
Siyempre, guys. Kami lang magkadulag eh. Lagi, papuntang region. So, lagi kaming magkasama. Di pa yari yun?
Let's the assist banner on the bottom,
Last
it actually
one,
shows like what ability got you that assist.
Iba pala. May isa pa
Really,
ata.
even though you didn't like necessarily see it happen, it's like
Di ko pa rin gets eh. Ako, di ko natripan yung one site. Di ko natripan.
Feels good too as well.
Hard
It's
to
got a
gauge
feel
with
good
this
feeling.
minimap, but the range is, I think, probably similar to the back end of the Rolling Thunder of the Nightfall, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Ikaw, pre, ano? Mas pipiliin mo yung mag-ghost or mag-bandit.
Ghost ako. Palagi ako nag-whip pag bandit. Ba't kaya?
Ayoko din nung nahanip na yun. Kapangit nun eh. Parang dinadaya ka dun pag gamit mo yun.
Pero pag kalaban mo lakas.
Kahit ulo mo na eh. Umaalog.
Oh my god,
That was clean!
that tracking was nuts.
Insane!
And when you res, do you res back in your spawn or where you die?
Yeah,
Yun, no?
spawn room.
Back in the
Yeah.
spawn.
Parang ako lang yun. Pag gaganon ng tutok.
Regardless of the
Ganyan ka?
Hindi. Yung nakakill ng dalawa.
Ay, naka-every show.
Hindi. Yan. Pink yung ano ko. Ito medyo ganun to eh.
Swings and roundabouts that you can do.
Ayaw mo ng orange.
Hindi ako. Pangit.
Pangit.
Yung pink maganda.
And you can see this is like pretty indicative of this mode, right? Too, where now we're actually it's kind of slowed down a little bit. There's a little more tension to it.
It's kind of nice seeing this. Bastardo waiting.
Yun. Nadali mo.
waiting.
Nonchalant BF, XOA na GF. Yun ang mga ayaw namin. Gusto namin parehas maingay. Yung GF namin ganun. Gusto namin ganun. Tama ba tinutukoy nyo? Parang si Wise at Venus kayo. Hindi ko alam sasabihin ko sa inyo, pre. Legit lang. Hindi ko alam. Putaragis kayo. Hindi ko alam. Hindi ko alam sasabihin ko doon. Parang mahirap magsalita din eh. Parang gusto ko mapikon eh. Wag ganon! I-share nyo na lang yung live. Pansin mo, delay yung sound. Pansin mo.
Pansin? Oo, delay nga yung live, no?
Yung sound. Ba't kaya?
Di ba sa game yan? Mismo.
Eh, nakamute to eh. Pag to yung inon natin.
And you can see there it's shootable, right? Able to swings around that concuss area.
It's definitely slowed down a little bit. Yeah, they've realized actually it's slowed down.
Kaso nag-e-echo siya.
Yeah, they're all really
So,
trying to win now because
sige guys, may ayusin lang kami.
game, right? So it's gotten sweatier.
Absolutely has. And
the sound effect of the AoE there on the stun is actually so cool. In comparison to the healing.
Yeah, our audio designer Ryan put a lot of effort in actually making that sound
Kisto.
like music.
Share nyo muna live, guys.
To, like, kind of draw in.
Flying kiss na lang kami mamaya sa inyo pag may nanalo na.
Oh, wow, okay.
Tama.
And sorry, just
Guess ko si Zeus, pre. Guess ko si Zeus. Wala siyang team ngayon. Gusto na daw niya muna mag-stream. Kasi stress daw ang ano eh. Prosin eh.
Ano ako eh, kabado kasi ako eh.
Oo.
Nakabahan ako.
Wag, never ako na ano. Kinabahan. Kuwari kahit 1v5.
Hindi ko kinakabahan.
Kuwari kahit magsama-samahin mo best player. Sila Tens. Oh yan, kahit Dambi. Kahit 1v5. Hindi ka naman nakakabahan dun.
Hindi ka kabahan dun.
Basta,
Ano pa ako, learnings pa ako. Ano pa ako, nag-aaral pa.
marami ka pang matututunan, pre.
the stim to follow up there.
Kung baga kasi nabubus ka pa eh. Huwag kasi sasama muna sa akin.
Sorry. Kasalanan ko rin pala po.
Mahirap yung ano, pre. Siyempre, pag nabubus ka, nawawala yung tunay mong skill. Baka ang tunay, di ba Radiant ka? Baka Silver, ganun.
Kakasama sa'yo, bawal Silver.
Baka Silver lang siya kung di sumasama sa akin eh.
Yun pala.
Unless it's just you, then
Hindi, streaming talaga post niya ngayon. Ayaw daw niya mo. Kaya gines muna namin eh. Ayaw niya daw muna mag-prosin. Ilan na score? Ano to? Tawag dito?
Best of 7 eh.
Best of 7 eh. Ayun, paunahan ng all nga yun. Ay hindi, lamang yung red.
Hindi, last na yung red.
100% clutch in this now. And again, the visualization here of the line moving forward.
But it's also not too intrusive as well.
No,
like it's not actually obfuscating
Lamang siya,
any
lamang.
of the vision on this. And who do we have coming back? Okay, so 2 blue players of 12. One from either side has rejoined, and actually that's a bit of a problem. Look how many are standing.
Guys, try natin ayusin yung live.
I mean, every spawn
Pero nakamute siya.
now it's just gone off for 5 seconds.
Hindi siya nagpo-play.
Say that. 2 kills come through.
Predict ko na score 3-1 in favor of Nongshim.
Like you said, it's at these milestones through the round.
Exactly, yeah. And you can see the timer up there. Right under the timer.
Oh, delay siya eh. PRX ba lamang? Tol, di pa nag-start? Di pa siya nag-start?
Let's go crazy.
Gastos mo ba lahat pag nag-prosin siya? Tol, wala nga akong makain eh. Ililibre ko pa. Di ko nga boyfriend, pre. Si Zeus nga siya na Olympus. Guess natin ngayon. Ano maging boyfriend? Babae gusto ko.
Nice one. Gusto ko, babae. Gusto.
Ay, babae. Siya maganda. Yun, maganda yun.
Babae gusto natin.
Oo. Paglalaban mo rin kasi, pare, baka anong... Alam mo na. Mahirap.
definitely. And I think a lot of our other controllers, right, they're supportive in very different ways. They feel like they're not necessarily like right there alongside you fighting, and Mix is definitely that character where it's a lot more, you know.
Wait lang
buddy
guys,
to
tayo
buddy.
natin ayusin.
So, you know, you're fighting right there with your friends, and more social in that way, right? Because you can kind of see all the action that's happening as you play.
Yeah, I really didn't expect it to feel so in the action on that, so kind of instrumental at building your team in and feeling so involved in it as well. It doesn't feel like you're as hands off as some of the others, like, you know, with like a Sky Heal or even Sage. That feels like you're right there with them. But again, game mode.
Shoutout sa inyo guys, share the live. Kasal na kayo, te.
But I love the pacing where it's kind of like, you know, 3 or 4 kills come through, somebody's got to clutch up and stay alive.
Til, di nga magka-jowa eh. Di nga magka-babae. Gusto mo kasal pa kami.
Yeah. You saw how
Tantado.
strategy by that match, right? Where it was like
Kiss mo nga.
going for that last kill without coordinating probably resulted in some swings that they didn't want to happen.
Tol.
Playing as a team is pretty important.
Sasabihin mo agad, hindi tayo pwede kasi hindi tayo talo. Getting to know, getting to know, kami sa babae, matigas kami. Isang tingin pa lang namin, kilala na namin yun. Main agent ko, Neon. Ikaw ba? Neon, di ba?
Neon din eh.
Sa akin siya natuto eh.
Zeus eh.
Oh, sa akin ka natuto.
Shortly thereafter.
Hell yeah. I can't wait. We're going to hand it over to Belina down on the stage to Verizon post-match interview.
Sa akin natuto, pre. Umuo eh.
Amazing showmatch to showcase our
Mamaya yung gitara yan ng Raze, tol.
Ano gitara?
Sino nanalo, pre? Naka-ult na Neon, naka-ult na Jet. Jet na.
Naka-ult na Jet?
Accurate, no? Team mo.
Hindi yata.
Team mo.
Depende yun.
Sabay.
Pag sabay.
1v1 na lang.
Ano yan? May movement? Wala?
Movement? Meron.
Yun.
Neon.
Paano pag hindi marunong yung Jet?
Bagay, tulad mo.
Oo.
Ano lang alam eh. Neon lang. Tingin mo, pre, kaya ng isang Radiant yung 5 silver?
Kaya.
Kaya? Tingin mo?
Kaya.
Sa bagay, ako din. Kaya ko yun.
Kaya mo yun eh. Radiant niya, kaya 1v5 eh. Silver pa kaya. Diba?
Sa bagay.
Oo.
Legit chat. Delay yung ano. Delay yung sound nung stream. Alam ko na. Alam ko na, tol. Manood ka. Manood ka, tol, ah. Nakita mo yung ginawa ko doon?
Grabe. Nakita ko yun.
Wala.
Yung transaction mo nakita ko.
Bakit siya delay? Guys, share nyo live natin ha. Tapos predict na kayo. Eto na yon, mag-i-start na. Okay. Oo nga. Kahit i-post ko to, hindi nagsasalita. Oo, kasalanan nyo. Gagi, kasalanan nyo, chat. Chat, kasalanan nyo yun kung bakit doble boses. Kung bakit delay. Ano tawag sa high rank na gumagawa ng new rank para mangupal? Ikaw ba, tol? Sangayon ka ba doon?
Ano?
Naman ng smurf. Pari Radiant na nag-smurf pa. Ayaw mo na ganun? Sorry, ah.
Bakit?
Oo.
Ba't ka nag-smurf?
Siyempre, marami nangangailangan. Ay, hard
yung mga
stock.
ano mo, mga EA mo. Pinubos mo.
Oo. Dami nangangailangan. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Dami.
Sorry.
Wala kasi yung ganun. Ngayon eh.
Hindi ka nag-smurf.
Hindi.
Huwag mo akong gagayahin.
Oo.
Kaya mo 1v5 na silver pero mga smurf account. Kaya yun. Eto na guys, mag-start na. Legit, sobrang delay niya. Ba't kaya siya delay?
Delay yung pinakaroon natin. Advance
Dyan lang kayo guys, ah.
Oh, I mean, I'm great.
Oh.
How can you not be great? It's
Dito tayo
amazing here.
na. Ay,
So
alam ko
good.
na.
So good.
The atmosphere
Baka pang
is
YouTube yun.
quite incredible here in Santiago.
I've been shaking since I got here, honestly. I can't believe it.
Now, I know we just revealed Mix to, I would say,
16-14, yeah, predict ko.
How are you feeling about
Pag-overtimein mo pa?
Mix, you know, like
No.
agents
Pwede na
are
sa mga
like the most
13-5
complicated thing
ganun,
we
no?
make. They change the game so much.
Tama,
every
ah.
single
Pag
time
pinost
we
ko to,
go into game. We
andar.
put so much thought into it, and
Wonderful.
sometimes
Boom!
they land really well with players, and sometimes they don't. And I'm so excited about this one. I'm a support girly. I am never going to be top in a leaderboard. I can tell you that. And everything I love about Mix
alam
is
ko
it
na.
allow me to play that way, to support my
Alam mo na.
teammates in really
Alam ko
special
na
ways.
to. Madadali ko na
And
to.
not actually have to get as many kills because it's not me.
That
It's not
team-based
me.
utility is like nothing I think
So
we've seen before.
it's gonna be so amazing. And then he's just got like
Oo,
great
madadali ko
energy.
na to, pre.
It's just super positive vibes, and I just like we need a little bit of that in our
That's one thing
space.
I'm struck by. And
Yeah.
sometimes Dark World of
Nakita mo?
Valorant 7, it's like a beacon of hope. That
I
was
think-
what I got in that
Ang dami
cinematic.
ginawa.
Absolutely.
Raw
I think we
nuggets.
need a little bit of all of it, you
Yeah.
know, and like represents our player base too. We got some edgelords out there, and then we got some supports, you know.
Absolutely. Now, Leo, this might have been one of the most compelling starts to a
Leo.
Valorant season so far.
yeah.
Tell us,
Hoy, pagka ako, di na ako nagtataka kung bakit ako di tinatawag. Ako na yun eh.
Ako na yan. Grabe.
O, sa 4. So, delay yung sound. Bakit delay yung sound? Zeus, ikaw talaga ang gusto niyan madali. Nino?
Sino madali?
Nino?
Sino madali to?
Ha, sino? Ha, may sinasabi ka ba? May sinasabi ka? Ikaw daw yan. Ulul. Nagtataka ako bakit ganon.
It's been really incredible, and again, hopefully we're glad to come back to cities like Santiago more because we're going to do more events and go where fans.
Si Justo na Oasis. Lemio, idol po kita pa shoutout Juice World. Share the live guys, magi-start na siya.
I've never been to Chile before. This is incredible. Like, we knew that there was gonna be demand for.
Ba't kaya ganun? Ano kayo naririnig natin?
It just like completely blew us away.
It really is.
Yeah,
That
it
little
really
guy.
did.
Humingi na tayo ng tulong sa Wonder Pets. Wait lang.
Also, my first time in Chile, we expected the crowd to look. The Latin American crowd is incredible, but I think this is really. We had high expectations, but this, it's blown us away. So again, I hope we got to come back.
It's been fantastic to be able to steal you guys.
Drop username sa Balo saka ID na din.
For now, though, let's learn a little bit more about Nongshim's story.
Yung Radiant ko ba?
HyperX player moment.
사실 딱히 그렇게 큰 감정을 느끼고 있진 않고요. 지금 솔직히 이 마스터즈보다 어센션이 훨씬 더 부담이 크기 때문에 반년 전만 해도 어센션에서 부담감을 많이 느끼고
Tol, kaso may bayad pag inad kami.
이제는
Minimum 1.
Kasi ano
순간을 즐기고 있습니다.
Sobrang sikat mo dapat.
Paki-report eh.
Oo.
Paki-report nyo kami kasi ang bilis namin bina-Radiant yun.
Hindi, tsaka pag nakita yung account mo talagang ano eh. Ang kulit din ng mga fans mo talagang papapicture sa yung game.
Oo.
At
May
tinatago
mahirap.
mo na eh. Parang secret account mo na yun eh.
Tapos ina-knife ka pala. Eh kahit gawin nila yun, kaya kong iplikan yung 5 kahit nasa harap ko na. Kaya ko, kaya mo yun.
Yeah.
Hindi mo kaya.
PRX
Hindi mo kaya.
아직 우리 한 번도 안 만나봤지.
Di gusto ko lang maipag 1v1. Tol, pareho lang tayo magsasayang ng oras dun.
공격적인 팀이라고 생각합니다.
Kumbaga si Tense nga napasuko eh.
페이퍼렉스가 이제
아lam mo ba yun?
만약에 된다면 아무래도 퍼시픽에서 가장
원비왕
공격성이
하면
높은
텐스.
두 팀이기 때문에
어?
아주 피 튀기는 싸움이 되지
그래.
않을까 생각합니다. 페이퍼렉스
Bata pa kami
우리
nun.
같은 팀 안 만나봤지?
Ah.
한번 맞아봐.
Maliit pa kayo nun.
Natalo naman
Ano
siya.
lang yan, recently lang yun. Maliit pa kayo.
What a story we have here today.
Bata pa pre ha. Bata, malinaw tayo. Bakit siya naririnig? Humingi na tayo ng tulong. Tumahimik ka, Orlan, no? Baka sa'yo namin gawin yan. Walang kinalaman sa Valorant eh. Walang kinalaman sa Valorant. What the hell? Hitay lang natin ha. Eto na eh. Tingnan mo, pag...
It's the legacy of PRX that they have proved across
Literally
years
to
against
build
the Nongshim
every single step of the way their own path onto this stage.
It's not astonishing as well. Their last loss was in their ascension journey.
Alam ko na, tol.
Was in their ascension journey at some point, like right at the beginning of that ascension tournament. Since then, they've been absolutely flawless. But let's dive a little bit deeper into Nongshim's journey. They've made it to the finals in their first ever global
nangyari.
the first team to go from Premier to Ascension to a
Kuya,
global final.
pero yung paano dito, help?
Astonishing.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely crazy. You see the three players, Francis, Ivy, and Dami playing in
Okay guys, hintayin lang natin, no?
into that challengers and doing
saan na ba
very well
yun?
in 2024, almost in that
Valorant.
making it to ascend in that overtime against Boom.
Ayan,
ever
kita
since
na ba
then,
ulit?
Even though they fell at the end of last year, they were able to bounce back, and what a way to do so.
That's what makes the story so impressive to me.
Delay talaga yung sound, legit.
They had to start over again, re-earn their
Delay talaga yung sound, legit. I love you, Lionport. Kilala mo kung sino yun?
Lionport?
Oo. Di ko kilala yun. Di ko kilala yun, legit. Ano siya, kuya? May...
At this level, it has been a truly unprecedented run from Nongshim.
I think it's also like because of them being the first seed, I feel like the people have not connected so much with them as we've seen in other events, because we've seen teams having to do a very, very long and difficult run to make it into this final. But at the end of the day, for the longest time, we thought that G2 was going to be the team being like, oh my god, we can make it. And they got very, very close. But now the chances for Nongshim to become the first team to complete the full journey, to prove that the ecosystem opens the door for anybody that is playing at home, you can end up on that stage.
Yeah, truly a proof of concept for that path to this global stage. But if Nongshim are the upstarts, then PRX are VCT royalty. They've been one of the most consistent performers on the global stage for years, have been in multiple finals, and have already notched a win in Masters Toronto onto their belts. So now, does another win here in Santiago establish them as the best team in VCT history?
I don't think it puts them there yet, but it puts them on the path. If they could go back-to-back, have a dominant year, I think...
Ayun! Okay. Tapos ang laban nito. Tama na prediction ko dito. Ayan guys, okay na. Start na tayo, start na tayo. Ito na guys, start na tayo. Start na tayo, chat, start na tayo, ito na. Wala nyo, si I'm Zone. Tol, tumahimik ka, Valorant to. Ano team mo feeling mo mag-champ? Tol, ikaw.
Feeling?
Legit.
But a team that has been consistent in delivering has been PRX. Yes,
naanto ka na ba, Tol?
we see like what, 4
Nangangatina kami mo.
Maybe on the way today to get the second trophy. But I think that PRX has found
magkakapera tas win streak. Andyan na kayo, hindi nyo pa i-kiss.
Specifically when we're talking about the spectacle of going into the matches on stage and just making the
babae dito eh.
has to be your favorite team.
Ako tol, legit lang 3-1 in favor of Nongshim talaga.
Not just true competitors, true entertainers.
In favor of Nongshim. Nakita mo yung mga ganyang warm-up, yan yung mga di mo kayang gawin eh. Dapat i-apply mo yan sa'yo para medyo mag-improve. Kasi kami, mga aim namin.
Use those hashtags VCT and Valorant Masters to get involved in the discussion. Not just your answer, you can of course submit that with the QR code down there.
Pero mag-improve ka pa naman. Mag-improve ka pa.
I want to dive a little bit deeper into the stylistic analysis here between these two teams because I feel like we're looking at right now
mag-improve ka pa niyan.
the two of the best double duelist teams.
Eto na guys, start na tayo. Let's go, let's go.
What makes PRX
Let's go, let's go.
Nongshim ka, no? 3-1.
Nongshim 3-1 naman. Sige, para maganda. Maganda. PRX 3-0.
Look at the agents they've played throughout this tournament. And there is a big difference in the amount of
Sige. Maganda. Kumbaga, team mo talaga PRX ha. Ako Nongshim. Sige.
Switching up even, you know, considering that jet at times too.
Okay guys, magkabilang mundo kami nito ha. Magkabilang mundo kami nito. Ayaw makinig sa Radiant eh.
It's a PRX that will change their comps, change their style, switch into any different idea and be able to execute.
Ito pa rin sabi mo kanina best, ano di ba? Phantom, Recon. Mga ka-rival pala. Para may thrill, pare, di ba? Nang hindi kami isa na, para may inaabangan kayo. O guys, kanino kayo? PRX or Nongshim? Para may, ano kayo, may tawag dito. May thrill. Nakikisama kayo. Tao ba to? Hindi na Pinoy nyo pinapanood mo eh. Okay, game na. Ano ba nagalaw sa'yo, pre? Wrist lang o bong arm? Pareho?
Korea, who has always been known as the strategic region, the team who is
wari na. Naghahanap ka, tapos hanap mo na. Nilaban na. Parang ako lang. Parang inokopya mo lang pala ako no. Parang ganun eh. Nangyari. Nagkataon lang yun siguro. Feeling ko magpo-propose si Zeus sa live na to. Kanino? No, wala namang babae dito eh. Wala namang babae dito. Walang magpo-propose dito. Okay guys, eto na. Start na tayo. Start na tayo boys. Naalala ko last time na ganito, 3-2.
According to PRX, they feel like they're the ones that can,
Nabta ko la 7.
They're the only ones that we know because they've
map, anong predict
We
mo
know
score?
that much, but no one
Ano
else
ba
has
map?
seen them go head to head.
Wala
Let's
pa eh.
dial in on Zambia a little
Sige,
bit here because
sabi pag
there is
nakita
a
ko
way
anong
that
map,
basically
makikita mo kung
everyone's
gaano
actually talked about
mag-predict
what
si
has got
Nostradamus,
Nostradamus here.
makikita mo.
How can we rank this performance so far from Dambi against some of the best performances at Globals in general?
Break na kayo ni Doggy. Tol, pinagsasabi mo. Okay guys, eto na. Mag-i-start na tayo. Pinapakita lang yung mga highlights nila.
You have heard it from every single player that has been asked the question, what is it like going up against Dambi? Does he meet the expectations? And
Parang ako
to
lang.
me, it's not about the agent being oppressive, but the player being singular in the
Kay
way
Dambi?
that he plays it. Yes, we see a lot of the judges. We've seen the...
Ay, oo.
Diyan ka natuto, tas sa'yo ka natuto.
Oo. Tama. Kala ko mali ka
I will say, credit also to everything.
Kala ko namamali kayo, chat eh. Kala ko namamali kayo eh. Tama yun guys ha. Sa akin natuto ang lahat.
For the stunts and the amazing way that he moves around the map, but also to the rest of the team
Eto na.
that enables him to do though.
Yeah, predict mo yung score. Predict yung score ha. This map ha. Ganun gagawin natin. Halimaw galawan ni Dambi Changgala. Normal thing sa amin yun. Normal thing sa mga malalakas yun. 3-1 sabi nila Shant. Sige.
Being incredible in the fragging department, but creating the most space of anyone in this tournament. Playing one of the
Stay strong po sa inyo.
difficult agents.
Tol, di kami magjowa nito ha. Nasabi ko sa inyo ha. 3-1 in favor of.
But what Dambi does on this agent, no one else does.
In favor of ano, Orlan? In favor of. Wala pang score, Dale. Magsisimula pa lang.
And I don't think we've ever seen a player impose their play style upon their opponents to the same.
Pag kagagawa ng Agent Lemieux sa Balo pero hindi naka-wheelchair. Meta yun. Meta yun. No? Paano pag nakaupo pa? Decomfort niya yun. Diba? Ganun lang yun. Nag-kiss na kayo, boss. Nino?
Let's say that. Would he then surpass Chronicle as the
Wala namang babae din eh. In favor of you kasi ikaw pinakamalakas. Tama. Tagal mag-start. Hindi guys, legit lang. Sana mag 3-0 to kasi kulang ako sa tulog. Hindi ko alam. Basta papanoorin lang namin to guys. Papanoorin lang talaga namin siya.
Every single agent in the game, we have not seen anyone get even close. He was MVP.
Ano masasabi mo pre dun sa ano? Nerf kay Yoru?
Yoru?
Tingin mo deserve niya yan?
Feeling ko deserve lang eh.
Deserve lang?
1 year na siyang ano eh, hari eh. Sa tournament tsaka sa rank. Palagi na nagagawa.
Out
Eto
here
na.
with our grand finalists Forsaken of PRX and
Ayun yung mga
Dambi of
tipo mo, diba?
Nongshim Red Force
Yung
now
ganito?
Forsaken.
Oo.
You said,
Ayan.
we
Mamimit mo din yan.
and we're the only ones
Pagka lumakas-lakas ka pa. Eh ngayon kasi focus ka sa streaming.
I think
Matuto ka. Panoorin mo kasi ko.
on screen but not in match.
Papalakas ka pa para mamit mo. Yan, mga nakakasalubong ko lang yan eh.
Oo. Palagi pala nakakasalubong.
Kumakamay pa yan.
많이 만나봤기 때문에 담비 선수의 무빙 다 파악이 됐다. 그래서 담비 잡을 거다 이렇게 얘기를 해주거든요. 동의하시나요? Do you agree, 담비?
No. 스크림일 뿐이고 핑
What if kayo talaga dalawa sa isa't isa? Nung Korean, pwede. Kaso language barrier. Hindi, nag-English naman eh. Doable. Doable naman. Doable.
I will slide you before you slide us.
먼저
에to na.
슬라이딩 쳐가지고 잡겠다고 합니다. 담비 선수도 한마디
Eh, pero ikaw sa Tol, sino pinakamalakas na player ngayon?
Ngayon?
Oo.
Give me MVP. Oh, okay.
Ito mo si Martin.
Well, give me trophy.
Si Martin?
Give me MVP bracelet.
Yun pa rin.
Me also.
Yung Yoru niya.
Okay,
Kaso,
본인도 달라고
wala na eh.
하십니다.
Next
Okay, you
ano
know
eh.
what? No matter what happens, hope you guys have fun on
So
stage.
tingin mo,
and go make
malakas
this a
ng
crowd.
player dahil sa skill ng agent. Hindi dahil sa
No
tutok.
surprise, they both got their eyes on an
Yung tutok, ano lang
MVP
yun eh.
trophy and they're definitely in the running.
Apart
Now,
lang.
earlier we asked you who you think will win the grand
So,
final.
ganun.
The
So,
results
kuwari,
are
lahat.
in. And
Radiant
PRX
naman.
fans out
Tas
there
si Martin.
are turning up in full force.
Tapos iba kalaban niya, Radiant din. Makikita mo talaga difference ng paghawak sa agent.
It makes sense. I think that you can look at them as a favorite.
Kumbaga, iba talaga guys yung ano. Mamaya ibang deep naman. Paano deep talks? Pwede.
It's clear that this is a team that going into any finals should
Pwede. Pag
Now,
deep
remember
talks,
that
pwede.
Nongshim have the double ban advantage as a reward for reaching the final undefeated via the upper bracket.
Okay,
So
eto
let's
na.
find out just how much of an edge that's going to give them in the map, Vito.
2.5. minutes.
Okay, so this is the map selection for Master Santiago Grand Finals. First of all, congratulations on reaching this point of the tournament. Because Nongqing is coming from the upper brackets, they have the advantage of banning 2 maps and choosing to be Team A or Team B.
Ano siya, captain?
Team A.
Pero
Nongqing is Team
Forsaken ng
A
ideal.
and PRX is Team B. So first ban for Nongqing?
Pearl ban. Ban Pearl.
Pearl, the second ban for Nongqing?
Bridge ban.
Bind?
Bridge.
Oh, Bridge. Okay. The first map pick for Nongqing?
Pick Corrode.
Corrode. Side on Corrode for PRX.
Defense.
Defense, map pick for PRX, Abyss, Bind, Haven split.
Sino mas mahal mo?
Which one?
Zeus o Doggy?
Okay.
Pinagsasabi mo ba?
On split for Nongqing.
Ba't papamiliin mo ako doon?
Oo nga.
Pareho lalaki. Hindi kami talo, pre.
Map pick for Nongqing.
Ang agent ba may pag duel, may binabagayan talagang map.
Oo.
Kaya Neon di pwede sa lahat ng map. Anong duel ang pwede sa lahat ng map?
Attack.
Jet.
Map pick for PRX, you have Bind or Haven.
Yoro. Ngayon Yoro.
Sa lahat ng map pwede siya.
Haven.
Pagka,
okay, so
pagka Senti.
Senti.
Na pwede sa lahat ng map.
Attack.
Cypher, no?
Cypher.
And side on Bind for PRX.
Defense.
Kuha ko yung Siege.
Okay, that's it. Good luck, have fun.
Ba't Siege? Ako ba ayaw natin?
Wall mo lang yung ano. Hindi, mahirap kasi siyang gamitin para pa-practicing mo yung pag-wall. Siyempre, pagka magpupush ka laban, wall mo yung entry. Para ikaw Neon. Ano magagawa mo pag winol ko? Wala ka na. Wala ka na nun. Wala ka na nun. Burado ka sa mapa nun.
But the thing about PRX, I think they're always scary to have prep, even on a map they haven't played. This should be a very competitive final.
Here's the story that could only be written here. A team that climbed from Premier to the grandest stage in the game up against the VCT's most mercurial legends. It's the Pacific final.
Dapat
It's the
i-slow
grand
mo yung
final,
kampi mong
and
tanga.
it starts right now.
Walang mag-heal. Yun, Bibit mo ba? Ganun.
Tama.
Sino ba naman ayaw ng My Day na ace, di ba?
Oo.
Ako kasi sawa na ako eh. Araw-araw may ganun.
So ikaw ayaw mo na?
Ayaw na ng ace.
Ako gusto ko yun, araw-araw.
Kung isipin mo araw-araw kang may ace, pre. Sawang-sawa na ako. Di ko alam gagawin ko yung clips. Di ko na ma-upload lahat.
Hirap edit na pag marami.
Zeus, sawakan mo nga buhok ni Leo Mio, please lang. Tol, weirdo to. Anong creepy nito? Creepy ka ba? Ha? Creepy ka? Nagla-live hawakan buhok? Madaling araw na binabad trip nyo pa eh.
Grabe yun. Cinematic.
Cute naman ang jowa mo, Zeus. Isa ka pa, creepy ka din. Kaya panarin nyo naman is, ano natin, yung cinematic nila.
Grabe si Indy.
Eh, na-meet ko naman na yan si Indy.
Na-meet ko na rin yun.
Naging ano ko yan? Naging trainee ko siya. Bagad sa akin natutoy sharp sheriff. Wala lang, mabilis lang. Binabad trip mo, aga-aga, ang creepy mo. Papahawak mo yung buhok, papahawak mo yung balik at di ka naman tanga. Di nga sila nagtagpo, no? Yun nakakaano dyan, no?
Oo, ngayon pa lang.
This is the scariest version of PRX that you're gonna face.
Ito na guys, hindi kasi nagtagpo to, so anong adjust? Parang ano yan? Para sa akin, tingin ko ang PRX magbibigla kay Dambi. Tangan na kung tanga pero mahal kita. Ganyan din kami sa jowa namin. May DJ. Ganda ng trophy, no?
Yellow.
Tingin mo kung kabado yung mga yan.
Kabado yan. Sa una lang.
So pag nasa game na.
Ayun na, wala.
Kailangan manalo nung Shim. Nadaan kasi ako sa ano nyan. Sa PC bank nila. Sa Korea, PC cafe nila. Yung Nong Shim, parang Nong Shim PC cafe. Maganda naman.
Yung noodles niya, tikman mo na.
Oo.
Sarap.
Oo. Pero siyempre mas masarap pa rin ang pansit.
Oo, yun talaga, the best.
Guess lang si Jesus din pre, mas focus siya sa stream. Kakaalis lang niya Oasis, ayaw niya nga daw muna mag-pro. Kasi naintindihan ko yung pressure, ako nga napipressure eh.
Nakakapasi.
Eto pa eh, mahina to. Binus lang to eh, kaya ano eh.
Pada game mo, ganyan
eh. Matututunan mo. Sobrang lamig dito, parang hihikab na ako mamaya. Pag tayo humikab guys, panoorin na lang natin, no? Yan, yun na, just go with the flow. Basta, focus ako sa game, gusto ko mag-enjoy sa game. Yung ko ma-bad trip sa inyo. Ito na, PRX na team ni Zeus. Ako, Nong Shim eh. Himbi? Sana nga Himbi siya ngayon. Hindi, sana. Gusto ko guys. Dikit na laban. Ayoko yung tambak. Okay lang kahit talo yung pick ko. Pero ayoko yung tambak na laban. Kahit manood. Nakangiti pa siya ngayon. Type PRX champion chat. Type PRX champ chat. Sabi ni Orlan. Kiss nga kayo. Walang kinalaman sa Valorant. Kino-comment mo. Okay, game. Ito na.
Once called princes, the now kings of the Pacific region look to cement their dynasty here
Ano
in
sense mo,
Santiago.
boss? Ako ba? Nonsense.
The young upstarts, the new princes, Nong Shim Red Force, who have paved the royal road from Premier to this very stage to stake their claim to the throne.
Weirdo ka ba, Nobita? Apa may ulo sa... Sira ulo. Eto na chat, eto na, let's go. Okay, team PRX si Zeus, ako team Nong Shim, para magandang palitan.
Kung ikaw yung Nong Shim, ano sabihin mo dyan? Kung ikaw coach.
Sa mga players. Sabihin ko, inner peace lang, tas all is well. Tapos ang laban. Hindi, legit, wala ng strategy. Sabihin mo lang, inner peace, all is well. Tapos ang laban, tol.
An already flawless year for the side of
walang
Nong Shim.
strategy.
End up here
2-1
with a very tragic loss. On the other side, the
Kahit walang
possibility
smoke, papasok
they are
ako eh.
one best of 5 away from making history
Zeus tapos si
and becoming
Medusa.
the first premier team
Pinagsasabi
to
mo,
lift a
si Zeus
global
si Leo
trophy
Miho.
here in Santiago.
Sense mo, boss Leo, ang
Against
sense
them,
ko
what some might think is a familiar opponent because of both teams being from Pacific. But as we're saying, this is the first time these two teams are going up against each other in an official game, and the stakes could not be higher.
And while Nong Shim Red Force have stuck to their guns and played the same style while the best of Americas, EMEA, China have been thrown in front of them, they are committed to their style. It's a love letter to the game and the way they play it.
DPI ko
PRX though, have been happy and willing to reinvent themselves every step of the way to stay ahead of the competition, and they love nothing more than to knock these
Huwag mong i-comment yung parang B-Wise lang na yan, tol, no? Hindi siya nakakatuwa eh. Ito na, hindi legit chat. Since nag-start talaga yung playoff, sabi ko, baka Nongshim talaga eh. Pero ito na. Sasabihin mo lang, tol, kung ano yung nangyari sa game. Ako kasi hindi ko mapaliwanag kasi sawa na ako.
Ako na bahala dyan.
But PRX, they have been on the long journey. They have lost matches.
Tiyangala angas talaga ng trophy, tas mauuwi ng PRX. Let's see, okay! May the best team win, guys. Tumili lang ako ng Shim para iba. Ano tips bago lang sa balo? Neon ka agad, no? So, hindi. Targetin mo mag-ipon, bili mo kaagad yung Neon. O raise mo ganun. Jet. Huwag kang gagamit ng stage. Sana huwag kayo maghiwalay nung girlfriend ko. Pwede, huwag, hindi talaga. Eto na. Tol, ngayon ba, ang pinaka-meta ngayon, wala nang senti. Wala nang senti. Bakit? Counter ng double duelist?
Hindi. Counter yun sa double duelist.
Nang walang senti? Bakit?
Pagka may senti, tapos double duelist, bibait lang. Matrap. Yan, double duelist kaya, Euro. Saklor lang yan, vice trap.
Nakalimutan ko lang, pero alam mo yun. Thank you sa pagpapaalala.
Short-term memory ka, diba? Kaya ako kasi may long-term.
Kailangan talaga gising ako lagi. Waiting ako kay Nix. Sige. I-stream din natin yan.
I'm Achilles. That's paper thin. And oh, baby, an all-Pacific final here at Masters
Sipin mo, tol, undefeated ka, tas kung ngayon ka matalo, masakit yun, no?
Iyak ka pa ganun.
Kumbaga, may pressure, malaki pa pressure sa'yo niyan.
Pagka natalo ka ganyan, fine. Iyak ka pa ganyan.
This is the highest
Hindi
entropy
siguro, mamba mentality ako. Kumbaga bawi agad ako. Kumbaga green task bawi. Ayoko yung kakainin ako ng talo. Never ako na-tilt sa game. Mamba mentality.
Grabe.
Alam ng viewer ko yun. Never ako nasigaw.
Stack working their way. It's just Forsaken. Tucked in behind this Viper wall, but he gets flushed out. Francis reads it. Finds the headshot. There's that first blood found.
It's already
Parang ako lang magbasa.
That's a spot that PRX likes to tuck into.
Ikaw yun, may wall lock.
Ay, yun lang.
Clean one tap. Francis now on the floor, back into a 4v4. Ghost pretty much across the board here for PRX. A little bit more oomph behind this. See if they can find their targets. So is Ivy looking for a timing. He's caught off guard. Not ready for something. Just jump, plant his feet, and find the headshot. Suddenly, Nongshim reeling a bit here in the pistol. The barrel for the slide across. Imbi getting caught on the Dambi. Finds that kill. The shutdown RB. Trying to clutch it out. But
muntik pa, bro. Kung hindi nakapatay si Imbi doon, no? Nakita mo yun? Magandang laban to, tingin ko. Magandang laban to, chat.
Magandang laban. Pili ko, ano na.
PRX na? Huwag mo na. Nongshim nga ako.
First time on the global stage. Coming over to PRX. And making the most of it to start.
Yun, kung di nag-whip yan, ano pa, no?
Little bit of a jump land. A clean shot from something. RB looking to join Stacks and Buzz as trophy lifters from the original Vision Striker squad.
Ito na yung Forsaken na kilala ko.
6 players on this stage that have never seen a grand final. Looking to go on that Golden Road here, alongside PRX joining this year, and already finding themselves on one of the biggest stages that we have to offer. As here's the judge around the corner, somebody getting a little bit of his own medicine.
They did. Yun lang.
Bandits in hand. It's looking damn clean.
This is something that a lot of teams have been
Isipin mo, tol, kung may Sage ka, edi na-heal mo si Francis, no?
Hindi mali na ibang team eh. Hindi nila mga thinking mo.
Kagi, nakuha pa yun.
Francis trying to get himself tucked in behind the bricks, and I don't think it's going to matter too much because Forsaken has his knife out. Claims the kill, and Nongshim, barring Ching, pulling a rabbit out of the hat. They're going to be tying things up 1-1.
Naka-judge pa. Patay siya.
Paranoia to connect on the no one, and RB
Yun lang, tol. Di nila naipanalo yun. So, lugi ka agad na pag ganun, nagbay ka. Talo ka next round. Yan ang sinasabi ko sa inyo.
Try to slow Dombi down, but the Bandits, something that PRX has been working into their rotation, especially on their ecos. Wouldn't be surprised to see a few of them in the mix in the following round here.
Kabad, hindi pala ako yan. Hindi pala parang ako yan. Kiss every kill. O, kiss mo yung salamin. Tarantado ka.
Really set you up for success.
Valorant pinag-uusapan, puro kakatarantaduhan eh.
Purchase in towards mid. PRX also trying to scale. One bandit, 3 sheriffs.
It's an all-Pacific final. Let's see if we can really bring Pacific to the stage here in Santiago. Get a trade back on some of these thrifties. Some different ideas. Able to find 2 before getting taken down.
Di ko alam, may namatay. Kaya napahuwi ako. Ba't ganun ko lang?
Slow walk down. Jing, hearing the swap of the weapon, swings the corner.
Hindi lang.
We'll have him dead.
Ako lang talaga magbasa. Parang ako talaga.
Not pull off the clutch itself.
Gonna be tough with that outlaw there for Francis. He's gonna have a great angle.
Pagka ganyan, tol, anong gagawin mo? Ilalaban mo pa?
3v2 laban
3v2 laban, no?
First hurdle, going to be Dambi.
Pero dapat hiwalay kayo.
Dapat.
Hanap ka ng kill. Kaya tulad ng ganun na.
Takes his head clean off.
Sabi niya, sige, dabay ko muna. Sige, ako muna. Slow ko yun, no? Sabi niya.
Ang galing mo talaga dun.
Tumatakbo na rinig mo, sabi niya.
Drop down. Has the ring.
Nakita mo yun, pre? Parang ako yun. Parang ako yun.
Si dabay.
Parang ako talaga. Parang ako. Nakikita ko sa parehong team.
It's Davai again with the sheriffs.
Sipin mo natalo ko, nakakatilt yun.
Nakatilt yun.
Pero ako hindi ako affected. Never. Yung mga one-tap na ganyan, no whip. Parang ako lang yan.
No problem at all here.
Hindi.
Anticipating the peak from Francis.
Oh.
My word.
Magandang laban bibigay nito.
We knew coming into this it was going to be an exciting match.
Oh yeah.
And this is already delivering well beyond what we might have anticipated. We didn't really know what to expect given that they
never played against each other. Patay ka agad siya. Walang trade doon, okay.
Nongshim going to be left scratching their heads.
Yeah, Forsaken got a dink in there onto Francis as well, so he's actually going to try to hold the line a little bit, see if he can challenge Forsaken. Jump peek though, top of the toxic screen, but showing that Yoru is going to keep a couple extra players over on the B for PRX. In fact, even pulling the rotation of Divide potentially. Does have some of that Vice util though to rely on to help something, to give him a little bit of an early warning system.
Oh, and it's just getting worse. Back down to 22. Trying to continue to keep that interest on this side of the map. Something for now. Alone on A. Being cycled forward in the mid might give PRX a bit of an idea of what the game plan is here as Francis is going to get caught.
Yun lang, nadali siya down.
Anticipating that second layer, but also Nongshim very slow to try to scale in towards this A site. And on the approach that they're taking, something's going to happen. He's got that judge in hand.
Yeah, he just needs to play it safe. He's got, again, that Vice util as well.
Judge pa.
Kind of give him a little bit of help as soon as the wall is going to be popped here. Vi's already in place to help. Thorns there, Judge at the ready.
Seems like this little back and forth will be coming to an end here. Something creates them.
Nakita mo yun? Parang ako talaga. Legit lang. Guys, parang ako lang yun. Kahit Judge, Sheriff, Vandal, kahit ano.
PRX showing a lot of ideas on how to stop Dombi, how to keep him from accelerating in the spots where he's going to be able to be
sa round lang na yun.
Panalo. Attack of Dombi every time with the Judge. A couple rounds ago, it was in a link, and here they're just pushing out the B main.
Huwag ka muna magsaya, Orlan. Diyan nababate, no? Dapat, di ba, Valorant is unpredictable, di ba? Expect the unexpected.
situated, try to get some recuperation, probably talk
Zero
about
ano na si Dambi, tol.
how and when they can start
Na-counter na.
accelerating, how they can get Dambi into
Mali
places
ka
where
dyan,
he
par.
could be effective.
Talaga nag-siege
We're not
sila
gonna
eh.
fall for those early traps here in this coin-based win condition timeout.
I mean, we zoom in on Dambi at the moment, has not been able to draw
0-4 pa rin si Dambi.
blood, 0-4-1.
Usually sa ibang team, ano na yun eh.
Lamang na lamang.
4 runs.
So, parang dun pa lang, iba na kagad yung simula, no?
We know how to shut you down. We're going to be able to shoot you a bit fast, and you're going to be able to slide at us, and so far that has rung true.
I mean, I figured if any team, if NRG couldn't
Dapat
do
sa
it,
PRX yan si Leo, pro galaw. Pro galaw.
Understand chaos. They thrive in it. It has been their home.
Pro galaw
for as long
talaga.
as they've been a team. They play the game so different from anybody else. And
De, tol, guess po natin yan si Zeus. Dating Oasis. Sawa na mag-pro kaya tamang stream daw muna siya. Gusto niya maging content creator.
Gusto ka tagayahin eh.
Mag-wheelchair ka din.
Out of the timeout, a hero rifle in the hands of Ivy.
Mag-stream ka lang kung gagayahin to. Napaisip ka eh.
Storming his way forward in the mid, the paranoia to greet him. Holds him back for a brief little moment as he's trying to slide.
Yun lang, nakuha na niya ata yung momentum.
How he keeps working these miracles, I do not know.
Kung ako kahit ginagalawan ako ng Neo na ganun, hindi ako makakabahan.
Something at the same time, trying to hold the line here on this A site, but has to refract back over to safety. Reads the position of Ivy well, just trying to see if he can get a straight tap in, but won't be able to make it happen. The poison orb set up.
Kala ko ba remaining games pa siya sa Oasis? Hindi, gusto niya munang maging content creator.
Diba, napag-decide ko na eh.
Nakaka-pressure kasi, chat, nakaka-pressure. Di unpredictable talaga, no? Di mo masasabi, Valorant!
Ano ba yung sa score?
Oo.
Ano ako dyan? 13-10.
13-10. Ako, ano,
to accelerate. It's before the door this time.
13-8.
Somebody's gonna have to teach me
13-8.
how he makes the judge do it.
Sino lamang? Ay, is Nongshim. Nongshim ako, Nongshim. Kiss or slap, sabihin mo kay Zeus Leo. Kung ikaw sampalin namin. Valorant to, pre! Finals na nga eh.
They're gonna get there and they have great post plants behind it. They have a bunch of ults to work with. Opt there for something. It's gonna be holding down A. Some more mid exploration. They're going to try this A-Link angle again. This time, Invi's been shifted over. Drift. It's going to maybe give away his position. Actually, they're checking main. They know that PaperX likes to be aggressive there.
They'll get the spot. Oh, exit, and something is so damn ready for it. Immediately shuts him down with that shorty. Looking for the peek, but Jing already claiming the kill on X-Ross. Looking for the flick. Ivy able to find something, but Jing is there for the trade back. Suddenly a two-player advantage. RB halted in his tracks, trying to find some value, but Forsaken just swings out, takes the fight and takes
Ikaw, tol, papasukin mo yan. Parang ako lang, papasukin ko yun. Medyo natakot si Dambi dun. Ito na ba yung Tens and Kaide comeback? Huwag ka manood sa akin, mababad trip kami sa'yo.
It's been them constantly pushing one side or the other, you know, using that operator to try to force their opponents into Devi's side of the map, where that Vice util will be. But this time they're a little bit further back.
Pagka-stun mong ganun, papasok ka pa rin. Basta makakuha ang isa. Tama ba yan?
Normally find in that situation.
Ano na yun eh, 4v2.
Therefore, something
ka na lang.
Yoru, expert of his own, able to shut down Francis before he's even able to get anything going for Nongshim. Just another aggressive mid push, and PaperX has been happy to absorb this space. They don't want to fight for it too often here. Jing
looking for that catch. Jing just not quite peeking out far enough for Francis to be able to collect it. Shot ringing out. Dambi just going to be backpedaling away from A. Looks like this is going to be a massive shove.
Chat, kalma, chat, kalma lang ah.
But Jing might be able to find a timing to get in behind. We'll send the paranoia so they're aware of the Omen's position. Slide forward, Dambi looking for the kill, unable to spot if it does not get two players.
Pero masarap masaktan eh. Kung ako papasukin ko pa rin.
Dambi collecting both. The Vi Forsaken both going to be eliminated. Jing now here at Heaven. Being able to find the one, something still working his way all the way through B main. He's playing with an operator, and now the pit is placed.
It should be unassailable for PaperX.
Slow creep forward. X-Ross.
Laban to.
Nightfall available and immediately
Laban to. Kasi yun ang maganda. Laban-laban na ganyan.
Wala silang marinig.
As there's a spot on Ivy. Caught. The pin now gone.
Pakalupit talaga ng ng Valorant.
Has 3 players to try to clear, but Envy.
Ang lupit ng Valorant talaga, no?
Hindi ako na-gets. Dami nangyari, no?
Hindi mo magigets yun pang mga Radiant lang kasi yung play eh.
Naintindihan mo yun
Nagano lang, tapos gumanon.
Just catch Nongshim overstepping a little bit and getting Envy that Nightfall. Absolutely catastrophic.
Chat, maniwala kayo sa akin, di abot 5 score ng NS. Are you sure? Are you sure, bro?
Right there on the X-Ross. Went for the peak, paid the price. And then everybody kind of scrambles. The protocols there feel like they fell apart a little bit for Nongshim in that post plant. And you can't give PRX those opportunities. Because now you're on a weak bye. You have one hero rifle in the hands of Ivy. Something again, holding this line.
Boom!
It's a shutdown on the critical player. It's down dead again.
So napatay din.
Working his way through mid is able to
Kaso
find
makakaisa pa to, tingin ko.
going to be eliminated. Something he's still here, still standing. Does get caught by the flash. Manages to back away. They can't chase in deep enough, fast enough because of the hinder. Finds himself plenty of space with that saturate.
Yun lang.
Come up with the kill, but he cannot. Forsaken just has him outdone once again, and X-Ross cannot get the sheriff drawn fast enough.
Parang 13-2 ata.
Players the post plant, a Stinger and a Bucky.
Para sama prediction natin, pareho malapit.
He's the one eating it. And RB now would have to clutch it up with a Bucky. Finds the first 2.
Parang clutch
Grabs the Phantom, TP's back across the opposite side.
Tingin ko clutch sa bulto.
And as he swings,
Nabate. Huwag pala babatiin, mag ganon. Huwag babatiin, mag ganon!
Already up 6-2.
They are extremely well prepared.
Orlan, ano lang talaga ako, PRX talaga ako. PRX talaga ako. Kaso, magiging kasi, bias kapag wala kang counter sa, dalawa pa kami. Siya, silver lang naman kasi to, hindi naman niya alam sinasabi niya. Yaan ko nang piliin niya yung PRX. Ganun lang yun. Tama, chat. Tama, Perd. Sabi ni Perd, tama.
They're hitting good shots. That one in particular from something who has been stellar with the operator here in the playoffs.
Hindi pagpapaliwanag yun ang tawag doon, facts.
Allowing it to come into him, but that's going to be something.
F1 Jax, thank you for the follow, bro.
And at every twist and turn, Nongshim are just struggling to find any kind of early advantage.
It's been different looks every round. I mean, PRX has been showing them a very deep playbook. And now with that wall popped, they're going to have a couple players here in place. Thorn so up.
Looking for that timing.
Uy, kagi.
Shot connecting but not getting
Uy! Eto na. Dambini ni Isir. Sumasanib na ako.
Oo. Nakita ko nga eh.
Actually, 3-player ramp, at least the 2. Towards A main, RB. About to find out though that Forsaken
Pero
scaled
ubusin ni Forsaken.
than he might have anticipated, so suddenly we're back to parity.
Forsaken's got a pit if he gets in deep enough.
Walang tao sa side.
The players are playing. He could just walk forward, but does still have that spike and belt. But the TP up on top of Hot Tommy is there in position, finds the punish. Looking for the slide down, a bite layered in. Ivy just trying to delay as much as humanly possible. The slide it down. It's going to be a hero, but now Forsaken into a 1v1. Rather something into a 1v1. Forsaken does fall. Time is just not going to be there, so he has to make his exit, backing away. Ivy looking for the kill. Won't be able to find it. He will go down to this spike, but Nongshim do barely manage to bring back the round.
Well, it's something, that's for sure, but this time they're able to get just enough space.
Hindi niya napatay, no? Pumasok si Dambi.
More towards B-Link, even with the Razor Vines there.
Pag nag-champion PRX, sigising ko, asawa ko, magse-celebrate kami, send ko bid sa FB mo. Sure.
Good read there as well on the Jing's tendencies with the TPs. Okay, Nongshim, keeping it close.
Doing their damnedest, still down by 3, a chance to try to
rescue. Yung kutuan mo si Zeus. Valorant to!
You need to get that momentum built up.
Valorant kasi, no?
Consecutive rounds have eluded them thus far.
Very different look here for PRX. Leading the op in towards mid. Not seeing anything, so.
About to see Ivy.
Uy.
Flick down and Ivy lucky to be alive. He's anticipating this repeat.
Yun lang, tol.
A critical find for him, but divide the same
Buti
time.
na lang nandiyan si Dabayi.
Francis forward, tucked into the coming Prowler.
Nahigop siya.
Does get cleared. And RB dead as he tries to TP over to get the spike planted for the return finally.
Trading. Bro, 1v1 tol. 11 kills versus 7-6, bro.
That 1v1, but no real clue where the hell Jing could be. He's got 56 seconds to play around with though.
Papaipa siya.
Make his exit, anticipating that Jing would have gotten over towards this B site.
It's a really nice read here from Ivy. Great understanding.
Ganyan na ganyan ako mag-check eh.
Oh, expect na ni Jing, papay na siya.
Oo. Di pa din niya alam tol, oh. Pero ako, kung ako yan, Omen, alam ko na.
Papay na. Tagal na yun.
Buti pala alam mo yung mga basic, no?
Oo.
Newtons and KD. Yung kalandian nyo, sa inyo lang yun, no? Hindi kami dami yung mga Radiant dito. Kaya kayo hardstock bronze eh.
Shut this one down. Ivy gonna tuck in towards elbow though. Try to play off the tap, so the spikes it looks like.
Still does have that
may smoke siya.
Give away his position.
Smoke niya yung bomb.
Lobs it through.
Kako run and gun ko.
Momoli niya.
This one up the half. He's gonna try to just stick it. Ivy doesn't manage to find the kill.
Kabado ata. Hindi na nakita molly niya, no?
Ay, nako. Dapat kasi sinasabi nila all is well.
And Jing also positions himself on the opposite side of the spike where you'd probably expect the player to be defusing. And I think that catches Ivy off guard just a little bit.
Ganda pa naman ng ano ni, ano.
Invi, huge 2K there. Lock this down and oh my, you're getting the second timeout already coming in for Nongshim. They feel like they've got to get a couple more rounds here on this attack side.
Kinabahan si Bata.
Oh, dalawang timeout na yun, ha?
Kabado na pag ganyan. Parang kakaiba na sa Nongshim yan, ha? The undefeated.
Dambi ata kinakabahan, eh.
Zoom back in, our second Coinbase win condition, and Dambi, yes, able to pick up the pace a bit, able to find 5 kills compared to the 0 that we saw in that first timeout call. But he is not dominating. He is not running all over PRX, which is what he's been able to do against every single team that they faced on their run to this moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And PRX just isn't giving him many opportunities. Like, Dambi is often looking to find a moment where he can punish either your default position where he knows where you're going to be so he can
kakaiba to para sa Nongshim,
whatever it may be, or he's looking for mistakes where you're going to throw a PC utility and reveal your position. But PRX playing it really close to the vest, and whether or not they've got layers behind what they're doing to make sure that they've got that kill onto Dambi, that they can take him out of the equation and then deal with the rest of the team from there. Feeling like if he's not there, force the impetus onto Francis, onto Ivy, onto Xross, onto RB to step up and beat them in 1v1s, and I guarantee PRX likes those odds.
Gonna fall back here.
Something. Once again, that judge in hand looking for the early shutdown. Will be eating some damage, but do they read this position? No, don't quite do. 2 kills still gonna be found for something. Before Xross is finally able to take him out of the equation. Judge to be collected, but this time it doesn't feel like Nongshim's going to be able to work that thrifty magic off the back of the timeout.
Well, and Envy is over clearing A main, trying to set up for the flank just in case.
They're trying to cut this noise, but yeah, because Envy is so far forward, PRX feel more than fine to keep 3 players here on B.
Exactly. It's going to have to be something brilliant. Got a couple shotguns and a bandit. Do you risk it and throw an ult in here? Get into a post plant. Ivy's got the pit.
Yun lang.
He's got the angle and he's
got
all
3K.
Si Papa yan, si Papa.
Oo. Nagmana ako dyan. Parang ako talaga, guys. Chat, parang ako lang.
Just loving the game prep here for PRX. It's so hard to get a read as Nongshim on where the open space is going to be. This is something they haven't shown you since very early on in the half, since like round 3 with the shotgun tucked into the corner. So it's hard when you're in the heat of the moment, when things are going sideways, to remember that far back to some of the ideas that PRX has been showing you. This time, just Forsaken and Envy, gonna challenge this B hit. To clear the Prowler though, and a follow-up.
Si Dambi. Dapat gawin niya lang yung ginagawa niya talaga, no?
Eh na, gagawin niya na. Diba?
Yun, ganun dapat kanina pa, no?
Diba? Mag-i-slide pa yan. O, diba?
Mag-i-ace to pre, nanggigigil na.
Ano ko na. Pero, sisave ata yan eh. Diba?
Last round?
Ayaw nga, last round pa na. Mag-i-ace, i-slide. Oh.
Yun lang, 4K. Kung kanina niya pag ginawa yun, no? Ganun dapat tapang niya, no?
Parang siya, no? Nagkaroon ng confidence.
Dapat kanina mo pag ginawa yun, tol.
To give Dombi the space that he needs to go charging in. The fadeaway slide into the follow-up on the Forsaken, just straight up out-dueling Devi. Gets the fourth to make sure that there's no real hope here.
Noon na niya yung nakatalikod, no? Nakatalikod si something, eh, no?
Tsaka naka-off something. Kukuha sa Forsaken. Kung ikaw, no?
Ako yun, Forsaken. Kinabahan, na-excite sa ace.
You have Valina who's standing by with a very special guest. Always love to hear from him. So let's send it over to her and hear from none other than Tens.
Ganda yung trophy, guys. Maganda yung trophy.
Uy, si Tens, oh.
Medyo nag-aano siya dyan, nagpapasaya siya dyan muna, no? Nagre-relapse mamaya yan.
Chile's been awesome. I mean, the atmosphere, the crowd here, they go absolutely wild. You guys have been really loud out there, so keep it up. And yeah, the games have been fantastic.
Definitely, it has been amazing. Y bueno,
Nongshim siya, tol.
¿Cómo ha sido Chile? ¿Qué piensa usted? Dice que ustedes son una locura, todos los que están aquí también alentando, gritando. Ya, la energía es increíble. Los matches también han sido impresionantes. But now I want to know, I see you're wearing the Nongshim shirt. Are you growing for them? Are you rooting for them? And what's your predict for this finals?
So, my heart's divided. I'm rooting for both teams. I do think PRX is actually the favorites to win. I wanted the Nongshim team. I mean, I think their story is just so beautiful, working their way from the bottom to the top, now here to the grand finals. So I want to make sure
yun ang maganda kasi yung storya, eh, no? Parang kailangan mabuo yung story. Sayang, eh.
Favorito para poder ganar. Por el otro lado, encuentra que la historia de Nongshim es muy linda, empezando desde abajo y subiendo poco a poco, y ahora están acá en este stage increíble. Entonces quiere mostrar ese apoyo para estos chicos. Esto es todo lo que tenemos por la entrevista. Tens, thank you very much for this interview. Do you want to wave and say hi to this amazing venue we have here? Chile, una vez más para Tens. Thank you very much. And now we're going back into the game.
Eto na.
Good to hear from Tens, but
tignan natin kung na-reset na si Dambi.
aligned with the rest of us, just wanting to see that solid series, wanting to see that titanic clash that's been
Ganun ba talaga sa pro?
promised between these two squads.
Kumbaga kailangan mag-init muna. Parang ganun.
And that's the thing that's most terrifying about this squad. When everyone is shooting the way that they are, they look unstoppable.
Well, and they've been there. They've done that. This is their 4th global grand finals ever. And they've already got 1 trophy. You could bet they're chomping at the bit to get another one to prove that they're certainly one of, if not the best to ever play the game. They're gonna slowly work their way up A, but this mid push, 3-man push, completely unaccounted for. Envy maybe finding out the hard way. Drifting up.
Have that contact. He's good for the first, looking for that second, but Tommy just continues to slide across, dragging the attention, dragging that crosshair.
Oops.
Cross under some fire, the swing coming in Dubai. On the approach around the back. X-Cross turns facing forward, finding himself a third. Now suddenly it's Jing, the 1v3. Fade away.
Parang clutch siya.
Can't be down on the floor. Ghost recovered. Jing trying to make a go of this one, but RB takes him down to 14. The spike now collected. Still on the approach. The swing around the back, and Jing just no idea where RB has gotten off to. Will just swoop forward into RB's open grasp. Pistol goes the way of Nongshim.
Just fantastic stuff from X-Ross. A longtime player for Nongshim, but a new addition to the main roster. He's had a couple big ones. The first finals, the upper finals in Pacific, he really was electric. He just holds the line, holds the sight. That's got to feel good. That's got to feel like some weight off your shoulders here. That pistol going to give you a really good shout into this. Just a Sheriff One bandit for Envy.
8-6 na next round.
Shorty for Forsaken.
Yung lakas mo sa bundle, tol.
Definitely not the player you'd expect in this composition to have.
Sing confident mo sa
It might be something, but you know what? You never know with PRX. They've got up their sleeve.
Not worth trying to figure out what's going on.
I don't know why I'm bothering.
We're just trying to keep
bigat nung op eh.
around mid.
May feeling mo.
Relay bolt gonna be popped in there. Goodbye. Barely survives.
1 HP,
Walking
gagi.
away, quite literally 1 HP. It's on
Birthday
something
niya
that might have
ngayon.
been damage, but no.
Oo, ano, literal na 1 HP.
He's taking down that single digit.
Birthday niya ngayon.
While Forsaken leading the charge, pushing forward with that shorty in hand. Will be to his doom, but that's second player coming in. Jing able to clean one up. That's going to be a Spectre recoverable.
Kung makasurvive si Dabay.
Spike still slowly eking its way forward, waiting for the smoke to bloom.
Alert pa rin siya.
It's the cover. Envy just waiting
Super
on his
late
timing.
yan.
Shots. Jump down. Get the plant in action.
Gagalaw.
Patay.
Ross able to find a buy.
Patay siya.
Finishing up the early job. Nongshim in with a player advantage. Spectre in the hands of something, however, as well as that bandit for Envy. Certainly has to be a consideration and a concern. It's the double swing there at Habit, but Dambi able to flush them both out. Now it's just X-Ross to find the finisher.
Mukhang nag-init na.
Dambi?
On the footing so far here in that second
pa lang,
half.
feeling ko.
Bringing this back to a 2-round
Mainit na
deficit.
pero di pa kumukulo.
They can find a bonus
Di
conversion.
pa yun yung
and
ano,
oh, goodness me.
100%.
Hindi pa.
Then you start to be a little bit concerned if you're in the PRX camp.
Yuy, umalis ka dito kung kiss lang hanap mo.
Really nice stuff from Dambi, showing that it isn't all just his neon movement
Walang aim
and
si
ability.
Euro.
It's also his individual, just pure mechanical skill is quite high. Only 2 guns dropped there for Nongshim. Painful, you know, PRX at least able to get the plant down, get a little bit of extra cash out of it, but still going to be a couple players with half armors, one with regen in terms of Forsaken. And it's going to be not the heaviest of purchases, though, for Nongshim, but they're going to stack heavy over towards B.
Ito favorite bundle mo, no?
PRX actually spreading the map, looking for that aggressive push, looking for that attack lane that Dambi's going to take. So taking some angles where you'd have a favorable chance to at least do some damage to him before you can really get in your face.
So main control usually something that PRX do try to lean into, do try to establish early on, but gamble this time for Nongshim not necessarily going to pay off. Envy still working his way over there. Give them a chance. We'll send out that Prowler. Confirmation now that Paranoid goes flying. He's able to back away. Forsaken on the scale forward.
Yun lang, nalingat.
Completely off guard.
Nalingat siya doon.
Open. Dambi not able to find Envy. He holds his own for one. Backpedals, shifting over to the side,
Ubusin
but still
niya
is into the fight. Turns the flash, looks for a little bit more.
Yun lang.
Won't be able to come up with the goods. It'll recover now into the hands of Francis. Device position going to be noted here in mid, but something. Zol to try to play him in. Keep him tucked away. Keep him a mystery. TP forward. He now strikes. The blind there on Francis. He finds a second. Looks for the third. X-Ross has managed to shut him down. Comes up with another.
Ganda nun, tol.
2 players surviving. PRX will be able to close out the anti-bonus.
Yeah, I mean, you can see again, even on this side of the map, how prepared PRX is for Dambi's ability to just try to punish you. Again, it's Dambi waiting for that piece of util that you throw out. Then he's going to accelerate, come at you. And Envy plays this really, really nice. There it is.
Back in Pacific.
We're back. Welcome to the Sangam Coliseum. But it's their ability to be prepared for Dambi right now that is really giving them that extra little boost. Still only 3 rounds though. Still Nongshim has so much fight in them, and they can still punish you if you give them any opportunity. Here's that B main control you were just talking about. One away from a convergent pass for something. Everybody else, and Envy not too far away. 2 more kills and he'll get it, but just gonna be that slow creep forward. Spot on the RB, but Wall's actually up in mid here this time for PRX, and they're gonna try to cut off that mid rotation, use the extremities of the map themselves.
Ano meaning nun, tol?
Gagawin ni Dabay dyan.
Trying to suss out if
lalabanan niya Yoru
Nongshim's ever going to try to turn on the Jets, but Nongshim also wants to play the patient game, so kind of both teams anticipating that speed and aggression would be their opponents.
Kapag hindi lumaban si Dabay dyan, ayan, lumalaban siya. Pag lumalaban dyan,
Francis.
wala na, B na yan. No choice na sila.
Forsaken on that late lurk.
Ano pala yun?
Going to reopen that A side of the
Ano
map.
yung si Dabay, parang ano yun, second option nila.
There's
Kapag
no
nag-fail
further
yung
recourse. They have to push
dahil
forward. They
patay na
have
si
to try
Dabay,
to
wala
get
sa
plant
second
down
option.
here on this B site.
Kailangan nila pilitin.
Fracked out with the flood in from Nongshim. Going to pull off the retake as Jing, however, on the swing, finds himself a second, but Dambi will find the
Binigyan na
shutdown.
naman nila ng fire. Dambi on fire again!
Not looking to have this map slip from their grasp. It's their opening pick here in this grand final.
And
it's now within 2 rounds.
It's good reads here. This is a big kill for Francis because you're killing Forsaken. He's oftentimes going to be one of the players that's out on his own. So it gives them a really good read that they can play for that flood. That fast rotation over towards B. They're just in a perfect position to shut it right down before it even starts.
Pag di namatay din si Dabay, mag-o-omin ult si Jing.
Now you're going to see same timing here for the timeout for PaperX as Nongshim took in the first half.
Alex feeling like they're getting just a bit too close
Maga.
by.
Tingin ko lahat ng nakikita ko dito, apply ko na sa rank.
Wanting to make sure that his
Gagana. Hindi na ako magkakamali.
not reopen that door, not let this map go because they know how important this Corrode is. You've got Split coming up as that second map. PaperX have looked like the best team in the world on Split so far during this tournament. So you're well set up to have a 2-0 start to immediately take this to match point, force Nongshim into a position.
Tol, kaya nyo yan, Tol. Kailangan masaya lang kayo. Magandang gandong laban yung dikit. Ayoko nung tambak.
Getting this Corrode.
Parang wala kang pinapanood.
Malina
ako. So, ang pinanghawakan mo, 13-10. So, possible maging 10 PRX, 13 NS. So, baliktaran pwede.
PaperX has shown that their ability to adapt, their ability to work the map, you know, win so many of those contact fights at the mains has given teams a lot of problems. But
sabay pag nasa kompe, wala nang tutok. Ganun talaga, parang inisin ka ng balo.
Those mains a little bit more, trying to play for some of that positional battle a little bit sooner. Some sprays through there to try to keep Xross safe, but instead it's just going to be another orb collected, a second ult, well, a third ult. Ooh, miss on Envy.
Able to find the punish.
Be right back.
Still alive, still with that nightfall. They feel they have earned the space to open up with it. Jing, however, getting tagged low as is something. Refracts all the way out with Jing. Pushing forward quickly, dispatches Dambi. Bandit yet again doing wonders, but he cannot steady the spray to find RB. It's up being that 1-for-1. While the rotation's back, Francis setting up that gate crash all the way across towards the B side of the map. Able to join in, reinforce alongside Ivy.
I wouldn't have minded seeing Jing TP out of that spot there, but Snakebite at least going to force Ivy back. Something, though, getting lit up on the way in. The rest of the team hasn't been able to join him, so Xross tucked in the corner.
Peek out, Francis able to find Indy from on high. Device still going to be good with the Sheriff. Cleans up one, but needs a hell of a lot more, and at the moment he is completely boxed.
Yun lang!
Something, 2v1.
Something. Good for the one kill, but Ivy gets a drag across, finds the headshot.
Di nadali. Masarap panoorin to, pre!
Leading to a thrifty here for PaperX.
Sweat. Share ng earphones yan. Sweat.
Head of this next
Pwede, sweat.
And all of a sudden, this feels like a must-win round for PaperX
Pwede
in
yan,
this
pwede.
map because their economy is going to be in the dumpster.
Jay, thank you for the follow, Jay.
Credits anybody's going to have behind this buy is Devi with 350, and you have 3 ults, 2 of them really, really big ones. The Convergent Paths and the Nightfall going to be available. A little bit of sweat there for the Nongshim staff and Alex.
Yeah, kahit panalo galit yun eh. Kaya wala naman normal things.
Just trying to take some A main space, but PaperX going to do a little bit of lingering. Still just thinking that eventually Nongshim's going to want to try to push a player in through mid, but Nongshim's just playing the sword.
Baril to? Skin?
Bolt.
Letting them take a little bit of space, make the good read, go for the flood, and they've got a great read going right here.
A-split sila.
Now it's exchanged.
Feel ko ultihan niya.
Know how far forward something is now that
Sa
refracts
pandog sa ultihan niya.
Ambi turning back towards man and Xross, taking that first fight, something gonna fall.
Yun lang, tol, no?
The double up.
Nag-audition, tol? Kinuha ni RB?
We'll find the final, not allowing for an ace to come through, but it's a flawless round.
18 pa lang yan.
As Nongshim tied up 9-9.
Si RB? Si Xros? 18 pa lang?
He's just rock
Buti ako
solid
16
on
pa
that
lang.
A site.
Marami pa ang future.
Pwede pa.
Xross just not giving him anything.
Nag-audition sila doon. Dapat tama call mo na nag-ulti na lang. No? Mababanggo pa sila.
Ano ba ni Alex?
Napakagaling mo, tol. Naulaan mo nasa isip ko. Hindi, narinig mo ako eh.
Narinig kita.
This is tough, man. Again, both teams have really good reads on each other on these defender
At timeout,
sides.
maganda rin
Really
putol
understand
momentum na.
how they want to work the map. Noxian is barely trying to challenge anything early. They're just waiting for Paper X to get a little impatient, try to push through a choke, and then
galing
they're just shutting
prediction
them
mo.
down.
First game ba to, coach? Yes, sir.
X-Ross in A Link, just 1-2, okay, that's probably the most they're sending through Link for this split. I'm going to turn my attention the other way.
Maraming Pinoys ang mapupuyat. Dalawa na kami ron. Pero sanay ito eh. Sanay si Zeus eh. Kaso ako wala akong tulog, lala.
Parang baka matulog na ako dito.
Tol. Huwag ka na magsinungaling sa sarili mo.
Sabi nga ng burst mo kanina.
Ganyang laban, tutulugan mo.
He's going to be giving himself maybe a little bit of a backup. Had the open hand carried over, obviously, but now does have a judge as well.
Pero magmula nung, anong team lang ba'y tinambangan?
Saan?
Hal?
Saan Hal?
We'll play forward
as
the op set up. As he snaps back with that gate crash.
Mga napanood ko kasi mga ganyan din eh, close. Basta PRX.
See, Paper X realizes their own tricks.
Oh, they didn't send it into the corner, but something is swinging out a little bit wider, so it does avoid getting one shot.
Hindi pa nila tinuloy.
5 HP. Meanwhile, RP
Yun lang.
Forsaken again.
Laging ginagawa ni Forsaken yun, tol. Di pala si Dabay kanina. Si Forsaken pala naikot.
Oo nga. Siya pala yun.
Noxian continue to suss it out and find the timing.
Just veteran presence, veteran awareness from RB. Out-reading Forsaken.
Bagay sila. Wala kang utak. Mas ka dito, pre, no? Nababanas mo ko eh.
Ace ata yun.
Nakangiti ako. Invi with the sheriff, bro.
Francis at 5 HP. That could end up being costly.
Audition na naman, tol.
Continues to hold the door. Puts Ching to 45 before he finally
falls down in
that perfect position. Will find the punish and Noxian find themselves in the lead.
Last square dapat yan, ha?
That's his sight.
Kundi, mali rin ako.
You're gonna have to commit a lot more to deal with him. You need to get some util to unbalance X-Ross. Goodness. But this right here. Oh, the first one. Disgusting. ADS in. Makes that Vandal look like a sniper rifle.
Oh. Wait.
Don't. It's starting to show.
Galit na.
Now you got a bunch of ults to counter here.
This is where the chaos can really ensue. Paper X wanting to up the pace. It's been slow going these last several rounds. They're going to try to change it up a little bit. Downbeat does get tagged down low. Blind shots from something, putting him down to 30. Well, RB caught him taking to find him this time around. Cleans up the kill, but all getting their forces in position to hold the line here on this A side, but Dambi now going to be traded out. Player advantage at the moment. Over to the side of Paper Rex. Forsaken expounds upon that, finding Ivy. Now it's just Francis and X-Ross. Trying to see if they can take this up to 11.
It's a great scramble recovery here from Paper Rex. Really good use of their util to close off that A-Link angle. Using the Thorns and the Poison Cloud.
Tama ka na.
Yan na yun. Hindi na makakaskor.
Forward into the smoke, the shorty. Looking for a target, but now
tama
X-Ross.
ka na, tol.
Lima pa ulti nila.
Yun ang sinasabi ko.
Lima yung ulti.
3 kills and we get tied up 10 to 10.
2 ults per round.
Something I've been kind of looking for from Paper Rex. They've been playing very slow by their standards throughout a lot of this half. This is the one where they finally turn up the tempo. And again, really good util usage. The counter here to when the dimensional drift gets put into play is for them to immediately start holding entry angles from A-Link and other sides. Forsaken does a great job reacting to that. Anticipating
ito guys, magandang panoorin, maganda.
He can be in a position to punish that if he reads it correctly, and he does.
Off na naman.
Baiting here for Francis.
Trying to.
Uy!
Straight shot through the
parang may wallhack ka. Aba!
Filling space forward into the smoke. Eventually will be fished out of it, but my goodness.
Spam pa ulit.
What an opening kill from Francis.
Mga-clutch kaya to.
And everything the PRX had in mind for this round
Ang gagawin nila dyan,
iwan ulit yun.
has been squashed.
Brilliant setup from Nongshim.
Alam nila na may umiikot na isa.
Francis doesn't have to deal with it.
Power lang sila pero ano,
hula na nila yan.
Yan hindi nila alam yung
Position in the mid, the spot on the one. The gate crash out to safety.
Hindi nila na-pull up yung sinabi mo, no? 2 ults per round.
Spotted, has been worked lower. Jing, nice solid shutdown on the Dambi on the slide.
Pag ito, na-clutch niya, bigyan ko to skin.
Now it is just a buy. They know exactly where he is. At least they should. Scale forward. There is that wall set up from behind Ivy. Maybe looking to pop it to draw the attention. As Devi gets closer and closer, trying to play an X-Ross. I don't even know if he needs the assist. Swoop the corner. He will be able to find Francis still fighting as much as he possibly can. Devi just cannot do enough in this round. Trying to get it back into PRX's favor. Nongshim once again in the lead.
13-10.
Gotta find some opportunities to use some of these ults as PRX. But you're just a lot of times getting beat to the punch.
Naku, pag gumaganyan ka, matitit ka lalo, no? Naku!
Ayun, natilt.
Yeah.
Ano piling sinabi niya?
Check mo na.
6-7. Hindi, pre. Ganun eh. 6-7 yun.
Coaches really understand their team and how they play this map and where they're more effective. They knew this defender side would be better. Here we go.
Ngayon pa lang nila execute.
Goodbye.
Finding one convergent pass, finding the other push forward into the smoke, but something's able to find Ivy. Dambi still alive here on the side, sliding forward, trying to hold this door as much as he possibly can, but he just cannot.
11.
Gets flushed out in PRX. They commit the ults that go quickly.
Wala tayong tinama.
Catch Nongshim by surprise.
Wala tayong tinama.
Nothing more for Francis to do. To try to escape. Something on the approach will have him outdone. The flick not connecting as we get tied up once again.
We didn't scoop up the op. I was kind of curious if maybe he would think about it, but passes it up. Just a wombo combo here. There's nothing you can do if you're on this site. Literally the convergent pass and the Nightfall cover the whole thing. So Nongshim there, if you're anywhere near the plant spots itself, you're just done, you're cooked. It's okay, finally use those ults, finally get some value out of it, but it's so late. You're not gonna be able to cycle into those again. Now you're gonna have to rely on getting to a pit, using that steel garden, maybe open up some space for you. Good news is you knocked the op out of Francis's hands. He's been really sturdy with it.
And the money just hasn't been good. Haven't been able to build that up. On the entry, lands right there alongside Francis, but he's unable to find that kill. Just a smattering of damage, something down to 70. And immediately, PRX just backing away a bit, cutting the noise. Looks like they still want to try to rescale, though.
I like this, though. This pause is making Nongshim think they rotated.
Dambi a world away, obviously can join back in very quickly as the Neon does have that overdrive. But Francis, he had never moved, so Forsaken, it's an obvious place for him to check. Immediately finds the kill. Steel Garden will just keep them zoned back, stop them from flooding forward for a little bit longer. Paranoia does connect on the 4. Forsaken says, I don't need vision.
Yun lang. Maganda nga sinabi mo.
RB with 2. Player advantage, however, now going to be equalizes Ivy. Leads up a kill on Envy. Lobs in that bite. Looking for some damage. Gets a bit there. Spam continues. Cross forward.
Tol!
Just them both out.
Nasayang, no?
It's denied. Nongshim. They take themselves
Walang discipline.
Point.
Oh, this is just.
Tingin mo anong nangyari doon. Nakuha na nila eh, nag-ult na eh.
May bundle sila, tig 2-9. Pinili nila ilabas yung tig 300.
It's a 5v3, but RB on the outside of the pit finds 2 huge kills, and it's X-Ross again. Says, yeah, I wasn't here this time to defend it, but it's still my site.
Ngayon ang may ult ngayon itong Nongshim.
To slink his way into the back lines. Now PRX needing this round win to take us
with the Guardian,
tiwala ko dyan. Look at the ult on the other side. The pit immediately invested by Ivy. X-Ross there as well, backing him up. Nightfall in hand.
Bilis niya pala.
Really unable to find the catch. Paranoia dissuades Forsaken from swinging further. RB just playing contain at mid. This might just have them all funneled into Dambi. Tucked away at yard, a judge in hand.
Oh, the Nightfall invested.
Moves out, connects at least onto the buy. Poison Orb going to be chucked forward. As RB just clears the thorns, repositions. Left side of top mid. Dambi staying statuesque, not wanting to make a peep. Has the cover of that smoke belt. And now we'll slide back across, swing the corner, finds one Forsaken Dead, looks for a hell of a lot more, and something down low, finished! Weapon scooped up, Dambi out like a thief in the night. Says thank you very much for the vandal.
No choice, A na lang. Hindi pa nila expect ng Yoro.
Stranded,
naging si Dambi.
corralled in mid, Jing swooping forward to his death, Francis is there. Swapping positions, as it is Justify left.
3-0. Uy.
Finds a second
Clutch! Skin!
Turns back,
Si
RP.
Papa.
Anything, pre. Anything.
The next one to take the fight, Divide, able to win it out. Here's the approach, but the time is getting away from him.
Change gun cut.
11 seconds remaining. And Ivy now arriving at backside the Lavin
pa.
on the same
Namuli pa.
fight. Divide nearly dead.
Yun lang.
Round is over, the map is gone. Nongshim struggle at the start.
One sorry. One sorry. Lala. Pero ang masama niyan, walang maski sa tumama sa amin sa prediction. Ano next map nito?
Ay.
Obviously frustrations there from the PRX team, feeling like they should have been able to win this one.
Lalaki kasi tong to.
Split is coming up next.
Kala ko.
Watch party nga pala to. Kala ko normal stream.
Split pala.
Split. Madalas panalo PRX dyan.
I think today is either gonna win fast or lose fast, dude. It's same aggressive, dude.
Sometimes we don't even know what we're doing, you know?
Yun na sayang yun sa nag-ult na yung Viper, no? Pinalit nila sa shorty.
Oo, yun yun.
NT boys, NT, one sorry. Oo nga, no, pag 5 ults. Dalawa, tapos last one round. Galing yun. Pwede. Gagana ba sa rank game yun? May pag-comps pa ng ganun sa region?
Gagana.
Mahirapan ba? Lalapit ba ang tutok ng Ascendant sa Radiant?
Sobrang layo.
Layo. Ang Immortal yun, malapit na.
Layo pa rin.
Malayo pa rin. Iba talaga Radiant.
Iba talaga. Kahit yung mga Radiant, tapos mga Pro, malayo. Nyari Radiant na normal.
Tapos Pro na Radiant.
Sobrang layo rin ang Immortal Titan. Malayo.
Parang kahirap isipin. Pearl Second Month, hindi, split. Nadalas panalo dito. Lumalaban NS Tol, undefeated to. Paano di lalaban to? May palag NS. Undefeated to, tol. Pala yun. Malayo para tutok. Sobrang layo pala pagitan. Radiant and Ascendant and Immortal. Tapos iba pa Radiant ng Pro.
Mawi-feel mo. Feel mo ano kay? Radiant kay.
Yun ang gusto ko sa'yo Oo, alam ko pala yun. Alam ko. Na memory loss ko kasi.
Short-term memory.
Pala yun. Nakakalimutan ko kasi guys Zeus, pa-radiant mo na daw si Leo Mio. Paano pa-radiant? Radiant na.
Siya. Oo. Ako
Bastos.
Ako pa-radiant, no?
O, pa-radiant ka, tol. Pero huwag kang kakampi sa akin kasi mawawala tunay mong skills pagka nabus ka.
Ayoko yun, nabus ako.
Pagka radiant, sumama sa nag-smurf ng gold. Posible matalo, tingin mo. Matatalo pa din. Unless may smurf din sa kabila.
Na-immortal. At immortal na kahit ano. Kasi minsan yung mga radiant, ano yan eh. Di seryoso. Gold lang to, di seryosohin.
Ayun, sa bagay.
Eh, mga immortal. Ano yun eh, paparm ng mga
Oo, no. My Day. Pangkuha ng EA. Valorant PH. Oo, ang galawan ni Zeus eh. Mali.
Ikaw radiant ka
Hindi. Kung sila lumalapit, magpapaboost nga eh. Wala namang bayad yun eh. Dati ano yun, libo pa eh.
Sabagay, no?
Legit yun, Chelo, Sin. Legit yun, pre. Split to. Madalas panalo PRX dito eh.
Yan ang akala mo.
Tol, kala ko paper ka.
3-0 na yan, Nongshim. Hindi, nagbago na isip ko eh.
Ay.
Oh,
basta pagka ganon yung init ni Dambi.
Oo. Mapa ni Dambi yan eh. Split. Judge split.
Mapa ba ng Neon yan?
Actually...
Ano hindi mapa ng Neon? Bind?
Yan, mga Bind. Abyss.
Hindi, Abyss.
Oo. Baka sa Silver.
Ayo, mga Silver talaga, tanga kasi yun eh.
Sa Abyss, ano tayo dyan? Jet Waylay.
Hola, pa subirle esa chapa me gustan peli, tú sabes que yo soy puto que estoy la es mentira. Full de los bolsillos para darte lo que tú pidas, ya están dándole a la si va con un vuelo de ida. Hola, pa subirle esa chapa me gustan peli, tú sabes que yo soy puto que estoy la es mentira. Full de los bolsillos.
Kapag ako na ang nagsabi, panalo na PRX, legit boss. Totoo. Naku, papaldo pala kayo.
Now, Coach, congratulations on a great start on Corrode, but it seems like PRX have indeed cracked the code on shutting down your Neon very efficiently until you guys took over in the second half in map 1, of course. But what do you think you need to watch out for in today's series all across the maps that you will be playing, considering the way PRX was trying to counter you?
상대가 뭔가 저희 네온을 위해서 준비했다기보다는 저희 러시 타이밍을 어느 정도 잘 예측을 하는 것 같아서 저희가 1세트 때 어느 정도 조금 당했다 보니까 다음 세트 넘어갈 때 좀 어느 정도 꼬우거나 하면서 할 것 같습니다.
Well, I don't think it was all about shutting down our Neon. It's just PRX were
Marlon Herrera, thank you sa pag-follow, bro.
So I think given what happened in map 1, heading into map 2,
one sorry
I think
one
we are going
sorry.
to change things up a bit. Thank you very much, Lokanan, and good luck.
Enjoyed the grand finals, folks, but want to know how to get even more Valorant info, perhaps? Well, you can download the Riot mobile app for the very latest in news, esports, dev diaries, video drops, and more. All the Riot Games info you could ever ask for is at your fingertips and on the other side of this fancy QR code on your screen right now. And of course, welcome back to our desk here on the other side of the first map in this epic final. We're sure it's going to be. Let's have a look at our HyperX reflex moment quickly from Xros in round number 18. Someone who stood up on defense especially and held it down.
Yeah, we have to talk about Xros, as you're saying, for this defense. It was the name of the game. In so many of these dry peaks that we saw from the side of PRX, he was on the other side. The youngest player that we had.
Jairam Gaming, tayo sa pag-share, tol. Thank you. Okay ka lang, Zeus. Tol, malakas. Matibay to. Matibay yan. Nakasandal lang. Ala pa yung laban eh.
This was a match where I think both teams had a very good read on their defensive side of how the other squad
mamaya pa, lapay laban eh. Nalugi PRX sa peaking sa first map. Yung gap nila talaga. Ano?
Possible din kasi galing sila lower bracket eh. Yung nasa upper, may ano yun, may advantage. Makakaban sila dalawang map. Yung PRX din yung
Yun
position
ang
to
nakakalimutan
release
ko.
and force him to refract.
May, thank you for the
Because PRX
follow,
is
Jan
playing this
Luminista.
solo
Thank you.
duelist. So often, they
Luminista.
would not have a second player to follow him up. So once that refract and dash is burned, it really limits their options of where they can exec on attack.
I feel like something was always hitting that 8-yard position and being forced to pull the plug pretty quickly in those rounds. Curious though to hear what a very frustrated, at least during those coach moments, Alex has to say ahead of map 2 here for PRX.
Si Coach Alex.
Down here
Galit.
with Alex of
Parang
PaperX
galit.
now.
Okay
Alex,
lang yan.
saw you guys get so much value out of the Vice and the Judge, of course. You guys were able to shut down the Neon from Nongshim very efficiently in the first half. So what made it difficult for you to continue that momentum in the second half?
I mean, we basically just did exactly what lost us the game against AG, and they totally forgot about it, you know. So it was a bit upsetting because I think they can play a lot better. There wasn't anything really specific. I think we just lost the ball a little bit there.
So it was a wake-up call, reminder. Okay, well, best of luck
Iba
in the
talaga
next
to.
half.
Nagagalit lang pero yung memory niya, lupit, no?
Pretty strong words there from Alex, saying that we've just sort of forgotten the lessons that we've learned on the way
Hindi,
here.
makapag-adjust siguro. Hindi naman, pareho malakas to. Ano, imposible hindi mag-adjust yan.
And actually having to bounce back. I do disagree in some of the things. So obviously we see the full
Prediction
picture.
ko,
He's only seen like half of
13-8
it,
pa din,
but it also
favor
has
of
to do with
Nongshim.
the things that he's been hearing on the server, I assume.
Yeah, certainly so. I think where he's probably targeting a lot of that
Nongshim.
criticism is around the way they called that
Yeah,
attack
bang
side. I think
naririb
that was a
talaga
paper
ni
X. It
Zeus
was
yung
slow
ano.
to adapt. I would have liked
Pagka
to see
ganun
them
play ng,
realize how much they were
kumbaga pagka
struggling on the
ganun
hard
play ng
execs
Nongshim.
and go into more mid-control. Just didn't quite
Kasi
figure that
alam
out
mong
fast
Neon
enough.
map.
And when they did, X-Ross was shutting them
Malupit ka
down.
talaga, pre.
Good news for PRX though. We had to split a map they've been absolutely excellent on this tournament, where I think they're going to be a clear favorite here.
Yeah, and considering
Pero
that
magstay ka
Nongshim had
muna
two
ng
fans
content
for today,
creator.
I think that there was the
Masagwa
question
yung
between, is it
Neon
going
mo
to
eh.
be
Ayokong
split or is it
nakikita.
going to be Breeze?
Kailangan pa
Breeze we
practice.
had not seen from Nongshim in the
Naiirita
tournament
ako.
yet.
Yan muna ako,
We had a
mentor
lot of
muna ako.
tape on the side of
Nakakairita
PaperX,
eh.
and they decide to leave this split open. As you're saying, if we're speaking about comfort, even if it goes the distance, you
Di ba
have to
tumawa si
favor
Ghost? Kasi
PaperX in
totoo.
this encounter.
I do feel like this is the kind of map
Totoo
where someone
eh.
like Jing is going to be pitted directly against W. We're going to get that Neon versus Rays head-to-head here.
Yes, this map really highlights some of the differences in the double duelist comps these teams like to play. For PaperX, they have the dive agent of Jing, and also Forsaken, who plays a
Kala
lot
ko
like the
si
dive
Jim
with
Will
the
Pacquiao.
TP. Watch on their attack side, the
Yes,
approaches that they have to taking space. Not just the side execs, but when they're going for heaven, sending a TP on one side, the Rays satchling onto the other. They have so many different variants. They make it very hard for defenders to find the answers. No defensive team thus far at this
Eto na guys, game 2, map 2, map 2. Split. 1-0 in favor of Nongshim.
Let's get right back into it, folks. Over to you, Achilleos and Paper Thin.
Thank you very much. Already a banging first map. 13-11 the scoreline on that Corrode. And I don't
Eto na
really
yan.
settle for anything less than overtime here on Split.
It was so close on Corrode. I thought we were going to get
Neon
it.
or Jet, ano mas
Maybe
okay,
Dubai
tol?
had
Yun daw mas okay.
something unbelievable
Neon or Jet?
in store for us, but just didn't have the time to play with. And I mean, for Nongshim,
Yung
just
Jet na yun,
able
parang
to
normal
make
na
those
siya.
adjustments enough
Mga Neon
as
yun,
that first
nag-evolve
half came through.
Nagiging
Things
down.
get into the
Kailangan
fourth
sumasabay
round.
ka talaga, ano, ina-adapt
Now
mo
they're
si
going to have a
Dambi.
very difficult
Di
task
pwedeng
here going
typical
up against the
Neon lang.
PaperX that has been
Kung ano,
superb
daya nga niyan.
on Split. Really deep one way to kill for
Ayun lang,
Francis.
parang ako
Hell of a
talaga.
peak. Something dead on the floor to start off this round. Francis wants a little bit more, but Forsaken will be able to shut him down. Trust, however,
si
will
Dambi,
trade up
final
and
boss.
not divide with the trade back, and then Dami gets involved as well.
Tapang,
Suddenly a
final
3v2.
Taragis.
Down to 35 and out 10.
Ito mukhang ito na talaga sinasabi mo. Neon or Leo Mio? Neon? Babae yun eh. Ang Leo Mio lalaki. Bagay si Neon sa si Leo Mio.
And that's a huge win condition here for Nongshim.
Parang
You get some of those backline players.
Diba?
Tol, kasi type ako ni Neon. Si Neon na ginaya lang ako.
Parang parehas na parehas eh. Tinan mo.
It doesn't need to be the Dambi show all the
Tama na
time
tol,
for this squad. A lot
parang
of people
iba na ipahiwatig eh.
Ay,
probably just
Parang
seeing this
hindi na
Neon,
puri
seeing
eh. Parang papunta na sa alam ko na eh.
problems that it causes for other teams, but
Baka masulsulan
really
nila
look
eh.
at Ivy, Francis, X-Ross, and their ability to be
Naka-judge na
difference
naman, no?
makers behind that. A little bit of a jump
Dapat
peek here
ganyan
for
dal,
Forsaken, trying
no.
to make some
Pag
noise.
ano,
Yeah, just any early damage.
maralakas talaga, aggressive defender, ganun malabat.
The Sheriff this time going to be shut down. Cannot get the better of X-Ross. Eliminates him with the Guardian.
Paano nakakross yan?
With the spot on one, something Taking that gate crash, now jumps all the way back over towards spawn, and this is going to be PRX rerouting a bit, bringing that spike through the sewer.
Trying to sow a little bit of a fake on the other side with the Prowler, but there's nothing to back it up, and Francis is scaled so far forward. You're going to be able to rotate pretty quick. Not sure if got the spot on the Jing there or not.
Hindi naman si Jing, naka-ebo rin na 1. Kasi pwede yan kahit kanina.
Quite a caterpillar smoke here.
Cross na isa.
Trying to work their way across that gap. RB going to be struck down, but Ivy finds something. X-Ross finds Envy. That should just be maybe a bit of a 1-by-1 they fall, but no, Forsaken re-swing. Able to find one. Dami decides to pull the trigger, and given how low he was,
iba talaga.
able to find the kill. So 3 players alive.
Tik na yun, ha?
Collect up the key weaponry, carry that forward as Nongshim start things off 2-0.
Yeah, they're just reading the map pretty darn well right
Binabati
now.
Mo, tol.
And again, with having that neon there to make those quick pivots through mid, it's going to be tough for PaperX.
Pwede din, babor din sa akin yun, tol. Nakakawit na.
That's why you're seeing the attention in the pistol round paid.
Nalala ko na naman yung last time. 7:30 ata yun.
A lot more difficult for Nongshim to get their rotations the way they'd like to play them out. This time, Dambi all on his own. He's just gonna tuck in. Judge is there.
Wide swing, he's undoing, but still is going to be able to find something in the back.
What the hell?
2 in the front. In the end, Jing both eliminated. The snake bite layered forward. Trying to scale, stop them from collecting this spike and stop them. He has Ivy.
4K.
3K, potentially a 4th as it's just Divide. What a twist, what a turn of events so far here.
Narinig niya.
Hindi niya narinig.
Marinig niya pag natanggal na. Kumabit eh. Ayun o. 4K.
Uhuy! Parang lahat mag-iinit. Hindi, to legit na to. May kaibigan kasi ko. Hard stuck siya talaga ng gold. Gusto niya umalis doon. Pero wala naman siya pakis sa mga sa rank talaga. Gusto niya lang mag-improve. Tingnan mo ano dapat niyang gawin. Gusto niya mag-improve yung aim, yung galaw, yung game sense. Yung game sense ba napapractice din?
Yung game sense? Kailangan niya manood ng tournament talaga.
Kailangan nakikita, no?
Yung tuto.
For PaperX.
Kailangan niya mag-deathmatch.
0-3 start.
Deathmatch talaga, tapos find ng tamang sense.
Stick ka na doon pag na-find mo na yung tamang sense.
Kung narinig mo, nanonood ka. Nanonood ka, Leo Mio. Ay, tropa ko.
See what they're gonna have.
Spam deathmatch pala dapat gawin.
Try to get some of that thrifty magic, something that PaperX weren't really able to find so far in Corrode.
Paano pagka naka-solo ka tas minumura ka na, hindi mo papatulan, mute na, no? Laro ka sarili mo, no? Kasi papatulan mo, parang ganun ka na din.
Hindi mo naman control yun eh. Baga, mag-focus sa sarili mo.
Pero mag-co-coms ka pa rin.
Oo, coms ka pa rin.
Tama!
You gum up the works on the A main.
Eto na, 3-0.
You just knock PaperX out before the round even really begins. So I think here is Alex, you're talking about, hey, you guys have to be more proactive with some of the util, with some of the jump peaks to clear Dambi's angles. I thought they were doing a pretty good job of it on Corrode. I saw a couple times where they were able to jump peek and get the identification that Dambi was in a position to try to play those close angles. This time,
Outlaws in mid.
Ikaw dyan.
Wall about the fall, the swing out, the shot's gonna.
Kung ikaw yan, hindi mo palitan judge mo.
Opens up a bit of space, but look at Nongshim already corralling back in from both sides. One to contain this position, and X-Ross. There at B Heaven is able to find something on the approach. Dambi now.
Tol!
Kung naka-judge si Dambi ron.
Hindi siya mamatay, no?
May plikan niya pa yung
Mali niya. Mali ni Dambi.
Whatever the call was, it was red by Nongshim.
Tuturo mag-throw.
Perfectly poised and prepared.
Hindi, pwede yun. Bigyan 1v1 yun.
But they will get another round win. 4-0 to start is PaperX.
Ganyan lagi ko sinasabi na lang. Kahit 4v1 na kami. I-rush nyo kasi tanga kayo eh. Gagawin ng kampi ko. Ako'y huli. Kasi talo.
Weaker than the other team's defender side. To get more rounds than PaperX is able to accrue. Oh, the timings here. You nailed it, dude. Like, they're just reading this the whole way. They know this is a mid-push. And that's the way Nongshim wants to play. They want to hit you when you think you're strong, when you have maybe an advantage to take some space.
Narinig ka na. Nag-judge na eh.
Smother you with that util. Now it's the operator.
Na-spam mo, good spam.
On both sides, in fact. Something has one. See the one in
Scarab
Francis's
sa IB.
hands. Jing.
Top
Right
run.
with that pre-fire is able to find Jing, but okay, off screen. Dambi gonna be struck down. Jing does eventually
Hindi niya
fall.
alam, may isa pa. Balikan niya.
Duelist down on either side.
Reverse psychology lang
Still get in
ginagawa
the
niya.
mix as there's the spot out in Indy. Quick to collect the kill. Great balls to the A site now fallen.
That's huge. This opens up a lot of different options whether you want to go B split or A.
Ang gagawin mo dyan, tol? 4v2. Ay, 4v3.
Anong gagawin ko pag ako yung...
Yung sa PRX.
PRX.
Relying on
Sama-sama na.
that kill to maybe draw some additional attention towards A, but Francis has made the call. No, I can hold this. I have the operator. Decent enough angle, just checks around. Sure no one's on that exit. Forsaken just watches something struggle with the Prowler.
Gagawin dyan.
Throw a smoke over to A
Pagpasok
to
ng
try
tatlo,
to
late yung
pull
fade.
the extra player, but Nongshim's just holding. They haven't
Plank?
moved a muscle.
Plank siya. Pag nag-plant na, doon na siya gagalaw. Ganda ng
Paranoia
flash.
connecting X-Ross.
Sa feeling ko,
Lobbing in that ball, but it gets cleared, but RB catches a glimpse, and that's more than enough for him to dispatch Forsaken. Approach from NB here from behind, but his
Alam nila yun, no, na may na-late na isa, no? Sure na.
Suddenly he's the last one standing. Finds the first, drops down.
Magaling. Kailangan nga nanonood ng
Position, the time getting away from him, and Francis.
Oo, tama ka, tol. Natututoy tropa ko na
Kumba
nanonood.
stomps him with a shorty.
Ngayon, 5
Manonood ka kasi.
For Nongshim so far on this defense.
6-1 curse. Ano mo yan?
You see the frustration of the players' faces.
Meaning nun.
Have to imagine
Diba
it's even
5-0
worse back in the coaching
booth.
booth. Alex has to assess when and should. I call that second time out.
Palaging 6-1.
I mean, they're
Bakit? Yun yung course na ano naman ng 9 triggers. May ganun pala. Thank you, Sherwin.
They hit a good paranoia to keep X-Ross pinned, but the reinforcements were there for Nongshim in terms of just one other player, and they can't deal with it.
Kita siya.
Get the spot, you get some space here.
Si Dambi.
Spawn reveals on both sides. Prowler chasing all the way around the back as there's the Bucky, but there's the Judge. Dambi finds
So,
Jing Divine
dapat
dead.
expect niya yun eh, no? Kung mas matalino ka pa. Yun lang.
Pero kasi normal lang talino ni Jing eh. Nakita niya kasi yung dog, hinabol si Fade. Hindi niya alam, nilagpasan yung neon ng dog. So parang hindi niya expect.
So tama lang din naman si Jing.
Playing off.
Pero kung ikaw yun, alam mo yun eh. Advanced thinking.
Oo, ako yun wala. Yung mga nanonood sa akin bibilib.
And PRX, they
Ayan,
need
tinan mo.
something
Maaaslo na
desperately to
PRX
occur.
kasi 6-1 curse eh.
They're just getting beat at every single point. There's nothing that they can do right, and everything that Nongshim is doing right.
Spoiler alert, it's the second timeout call.
Yeah.
PRX have to commit this one in.
Nag-timeout.
But PRX, the team, are not the only thing that is 0 and 6 at the moment. Both
Tungtuwa siya, tol. Nasa likod niya malungkot.
0 and 6. They have not been able to find a single kill
Pero
between
talaga yan feeling ko kasi hindi pwedeng undefeated ka na ganyan eh.
Galit na siya.
Alex has got to find a
Minsan
way
nonchalant lang, no?
to rally these troops.
Parang
You know, these
inaantok na
players,
ata eh.
they've been there, they've
Buti
done
tayo
that so
hindi.
many times. They've been in these positions.
Ako hindi eh.
They're going to be able to find that mental fortitude to situate themselves
Tingin ko
back in
kailangan
this
niya
map,
maging
and they're
hindi,
trying
no?
different
Huwag
stuff.
siya
They're spreading
gumanyan.
the map. They're gaining
Di
control
ako
at
legit
times,
sa mga napanood kong
this round, they're
ano.
just
Ang problema ata si Sampi
devastated.
tsaka
Yes,
si Jing
weaker
eh. Hindi na mo
weaponry,
score.
but Dombi's starting to get a
Sabi
good
nila
feel for
ng
the
mga
game. He's starting to get to the groove there.
nag-analyze.
Reading that blast pack positioning
Pag
from
daw
Jing perfectly.
mababa yung
Shut it
dalawa
down
na
with
yun,
the
si
judge.
Jing
Don't give that Bucky any hope.
Ang nag-step up si Force.
He's gonna have a nightfall.
Tama.
You're gonna be one away from Devisal.
So,
You're gonna be
kahirap
one away
ng
from a
ganun.
showstopper here.
Na kailangan mangyari yun
This is
para
a
lang
very
mag-step up
important
din
round.
sila. Kailangan lahat, no?
PRX.
Yung
Try to get an
Nongshim,
orb, try to get some control, but
parang lahat eh.
Nongshim wants to try to deny it. They're
Pantay-pantay
lined
yung
up
7-7-7-6.
right with them at A main.
Yung IGL lang yung ano. Ay, di pala yung IGL. Si RB pala ang IGL.
Crowd still energized, but PRX, they're the ones that need the show. But they still have the energy. They still have the focus, the grit, the tenacity to fight their way back into this. And as they try to make something happen outside of A main, it will just be that pit dropped, and now spot out on Francis's position, makes his exit with that gate crash, and does send him quite far away.
Oh, this is so risky.
Something on the walk-in now going to be spotted. Tagged up a bit. Slants forward behind the boxes.
Naka-timing sila.
Zinvi pushing forward, is able to find X-Ross. Francis, however, strikes him down. Spike now on the floor, but something down below. He's able to find the first, but he cannot get the transition. Francis still alive, still kicking. Still fighting to the nail, but now
3v3, Dambi's alive, naka-judge, pero isa off.
So, lugi na ka-off.
Lugi.
The
Parang
showstopper
3v2 na
has
yan
to be good.
Wala
for
magagawin
PaperX.
naka-off dyan
There's an overdrive for Dambi.
May ulti si Jing.
more gate crashes. No easy exit
Kita na.
for Cyber and Forsaken. He's just missing a
Talo
timing
yung
on
off
that.
dyan. Hindi dapat siya
He's gonna try to
lalabas.
scale forward, try to find that punish. Had he continued pre-firing the angle, might have been rewarded with a kill, but now instead he's going to be eliminated.
Ace
Jing will be able to find Dami, but now Ivy strikes in from Garage. The time starting to tick. Jing, can he play this out? Finds the first. Ivy dead. Another paint shell lobbed in. That should be the round secured. As Jing comes alive.
Natama ka na yung mga 6 pointers. Malupit ka talaga, Zeus. Pwede ka maging, maging content creator. Analyze mo yung game. Don't magstay ka doon. Masakit mo sa mata panoorin.
At least you're able to keep Dambi out of the equation with that judge.
Stay kang streamer.
Jing
binabalak ko nga
getting on the board when they need it most. But man, I was so nervous.
Diyan na madedecide kung
so nervous there when something was walking into that site. No smokes at heaven.
Or tatry na maka-bounce back ng PRX.
Somehow gets away unscathed.
Tama.
At least for a bit.
Oh, well.
Yun lang napuputol eh.
Yeah, you're going to be playing those ranges. Paranoia is not going to be enough to dissuade Dambi. Jing, the hero of the previous, now going off the rip, but it's time Forsaken. To secure the kill when he has somebody dead to right. Right of the rope from Dambi, keeping it quiet. Sliding forward, looking for the backstab with that judge. Meanwhile, a little leg shot there, and Dambi, he has just stormed the front. Forsaken and something, both gone. The spike still whirled away. Meanwhile,
kung ikaw hanapin mo yan, kaso kinuha na para play safe.
the kill on Envy finishes what he
Kung
started.
magtatantrum si Dambi.
Nongshim Red Force. They are not allowing for that momentum build, for that confidence to
resurface. Pag na-clutch niya, siguro bigyan ko siya wheelchair.
They are smothering them out of this map.
It's just incredible.
Pwede.
Dambi again, just right where he needs to be to shut Jing's entries down. He's got such a good
Anya, thank you
read
for the follow.
on where the Raze wants to be. And when he's got a judge there, not much you can do about it when you're mid-air. Point blank range. Divide has a pit. Dambi the only one here. Swapped over to the Vandal. Is this going to be anything for Divide? No.
Not at all. A 4K for Dambi, 7-1. With no lifelines remaining, PaperX
9-3 or 10-2.
left to their own devices, needing to figure this out on their own.
Grabe, oh.
Pares sila ng tinignan.
So, hindi sila doon, malian na silang game sense that medyo pa. Naku, wag ganyan. Pag ganon talaga, tingin ko play. Hindi, pansin ko sa mga player na pagka yung napapaganon na. Sila'y losing. Hindi nga ka-recover. All legit, napansin ko yun. Pagka yung umiiling. Hindi, yung iling pala pwede pa. Pero yung napapakita yung
Ganun lang.
So now having it confirmed, but something, his eyes are trained towards this Neon, so Ivy just backstabs for free. He's tethered in position and no one can do it.
Binuhay nila, tol!
Wala.
Francis finds two. Dambi sliding forward. Forsaken only good for the first.
Tumulit na spam.
You want to play with
hindi ito undefeated kung di sila ganito. So tama yung hinala ako talaga.
Again, there just haven't been consistent answers.
Grabe yun, no?
For anyone this year against Nongshim.
Hindi pala spam.
Hindi pala spam. Ala ko spam din eh.
We saw it on Corrode, but they're kind of just better.
Wala silang time out.
Dambi is
dire-diretso na yan.
The maestro.
9-3 lang or 10-2.
Siguro kung sasub-in ako sa TS, mawawala yung sigaw na Dambi.
Here we go again.
Leo talaga.
Leo.
PaperX just
kasi Siege talaga counter sa niya.
Prowler now will get cleared.
Tapang.
He's looking for the angle and Francis will get punished.
Mali niya na yun.
A massive overstep. Perhaps some complacency and misplaced confidence. He ends up getting punished and now has opened the door for PaperX to potentially find their second round win. They need every single one that they can possibly get. Divide on that late linger. Hearing the bound across from Dambi. Relays that to the team. Lets them know that he is coming. The next cross now gone. Dambi on the corner. The judge still ringing out, still taking lives with Divine now. Arriving in heaven.
4v2.
Comes to the rescue.
8-2.
And it is just RP now remaining. Finds the first, looks for the transfer for the second. And he cannot.
Nice
PRX.
Putol na, no? Mali yan, over ano yan. Hindi niya nakalkula.
No, it takes an overstep from Francis for them to even have
kanya yan, no?
a chance
Huwag siya papadala
to really
dun, no?
get
siya.
Mainit eh.
And he goes for the big play, pays the price. For a moment, looked like maybe it was going to go right, but that nightfall was really well placed, really well timed. It hit Dambi. Made it so he kind of had to slow down a little bit, couldn't keep running around. So you're going to have that overdrive, but also Francis's ult here.
Fake sila, fake. Fake
See
A.
now PaperX having to poke and prod a bit more.
Marirealize na nila yan, so yun yun.
Positions at high-low is brutal.
Yun lang.
Ayan na, punta na ng B.
So bumawi siya kagad. Francis.
First blood ako last round, guys. For first blood naman ako. Ganun yun.
Just following the trail of breadcrumbs to their demise.
Ang ganda, tatlong mid. Kaso nagparinig. May sira keyboard.
Here comes the flood.
Ang ganda.
Ang ganda nun, parang ako lang ah.
Uy!
And Francis again, kind of misplaying it. Forsaken. Suddenly, they're in with a shout. A site completely opened up. ETP's over the screens. Sticks that one. The rest of the team still a ways away. Still plenty of time to work with. Should RB turn back, ride that rope and peek in. Might have been able to find a catch, interrupt them, but now PaperX and a very real opportunity.
But nag-step up na si Forsaken, tol, no? Kasi yung dalawa eh. Ganun nga yung basa ng analyst.
The drop down, Ivy looking for that punish. But the spike makes its way over onto the site.
Spike planted.
For now, it seems like they favor their numbers. They like their chances. So the pit going to be saved for the last round, but now Forsaken gone.
Binik ni Dabay.
Lowest HP member eliminated, but Davai holds his own. Ivy dead at the elbow. Now it's just RP. Trying to assess where Jing could possibly be now. Spots him, but Jing
very
faster
good.
on the draw. Gets the headshot. PaperX, they get up to 3.
Well, there's one of those miracles that you needed as PaperX. And it's Forsaken.
Tol, ba't may Tagalog versus Bisaya na naman dyan?
Should just be dead to rights, but the shorty's there just a little bit off the mark. Leave him with 9 HP left. Davai holding the line, and Jing good for another.
No one can kill me or what?
Not that round. Jing's gonna have a showstopper here for the final one of the half. Big one to consider in a big brawl.
Overdrive. Dimensional drift as well. Trying to counteract the pivot. They're just gonna go crunching into A main. Showstopper gonna be drawn out. RB, however, striking first. Something dead. The push forward. Jing looking for a target. Lobs him beneath his feet. And Dambi zaps him out of the sky.
Yun lang. Tol.
Envy's gone.
What the hell?
Pit be damned.
Parang ako lang talaga.
They are so well prepared, so well coached.
Bilis na na. Nilaban.
Twist and turn. It felt like they had the read. Felt like they had a shout.
Sipin mo, 4 rounds ka na, no?
Well out in front. PaperX needing the run back. See if they can find the pistol after halftime.
Yan ang disiplina sa low rank, no? Hindi ka iti-trade.
Can I help you, sir? Here's the bill from the dealership where I got my
Hindi ka iti-trade eh. Hintayin ka mamatay na siya uubos.
Not how it works. Guess you're not as cool as Verizon. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal today.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Guys, usapan dito Nongshim versus PRX. Walang kinalaman yung comment nyo. Legit. Look the by gameplay, bro. Tinatapon. Tinatapon ba? Tinatapon ba?
Tinatapon.
Yung game.
Parang di naman.
Di naman eh. Nabuhay naman siya eh.
Wow! ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Y dónde están los fans?
Guys, half time eh.
Cantamos PaperX, PaperX, PaperX. Y ahora qué tal un Nongshim.
Share nyo yung live, guys. May chance na mag-trade at pick. Wala. Ano ba, tol? Ano talaga, tol?
Rápido, ¿quién va a ganar? PRX.
Bad game.
Daming tao sa pro.
Nongshim. Los que ganamos fuimos nosotros, todos nosotros. Santiago, grita con el alma.
No local teams in the final, no damn problem for this crowd. Continue to be entertained by the Valorant on stage, but right now, they gotta be hoping for something more out of PRX. This has been a wildly flat map split from them. Only 2 rounds picked up consecutively, 3 overall in that half. Now, needing to believe in the curse, believe that they can bring this back from the brink. Otherwise, Nongshim are very quickly going to find themselves up to match point.
Starting to hope and pray that those gods of chaos start to favor you once again as PRX. They're going for a big 4-1 split. Not even contesting mid at all. Didn't favor their chances with what happened in the previous pistol. They need this one so badly. Nongshim doing something to them no one's been able to really do on this map. There have to be big concerns, but see if they can rally back.
Might be able to find timing here. Spike being transferred over, but still able to collect it. Just not been able to find that form, that accuracy that he was putting on display just a mere few days ago. Devi, however, will find a clean one. It's RB dead. Spike recovered, something still fishing for it, looking for it, but managed to slide away. Now escorting that Spike over to the A side, which has been opened up. It's Forsaken Bell.
30 seconds left.
Omenless here. Both sides. The post play at the retake. Now in be gone as well.
Nakalaban mo siya.
But a challenge to win it. Another belt over shot from the Sultan.
Panood. Ban niya ako sa frozen kasi masyadong malakas.
Dropping down to his death. 6 feet under. Jing now. Dancing around elbow. Is just overwhelmed, outnumbered, and outdone. Another pistol in Nongshim. Now up to double digits.
It's rough right now for PRX. Something here. Had opportunities in that round to do some damage and really didn't do anything. And just dropping into the site by himself. And look at the way that they're constantly maneuvering. Dami at the very end as well with that little bait and switch. Make sure that even if
ano nangyayaring pag ganun, di na nag-uusap?
he has that player for to clean it up.
Malayla yung comms.
All the little things that Nongshim do.
Walang ganyan eh. Nag-uusap
giving problems and there is no buy up
Pero
here.
deep
No
inside alam
force
nila, tilted na
from
sila.
PRX.
Pero hindi mo papalata.
Baga kailangan nilang putulin yung momentum na para bumalik lang ulit.
He could still absolutely cook them with this. They're gonna try to do this high-low. There's one gone. He will still fall. In via ramp. Able to finish the job. Love the scale forward, grab that weapon. Looks like that's exactly what Forsaken is going for.
Ivy already scooped it up.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, quickly collecting it, keeping it out of the grasp.
Hour yan, hour.
Maybe being intercepted, but seems to have a read on it, slowing down as he approaches towards Ramen.
Eh, yung isang Viper, tingin maware.
Devi has been reliable with this Sheriff, but until they can clear him, they're just stuck in position. That leaves just something in Envy to their own devices back on the site.
This has to be dry here. There's a smoke.
Smoke to come through. The 1-2 push. Looking for the shot. Forsaken drawing the attention. Gets that outlaw after all. That was still critical time bought for Nongshim. PRX need to make a go of this right here, right now. Shot connecting on the down. He takes him down to 10.
Yun lang, tol.
Finds 2.
Nag-throw man siya.
Cleans up the remainders.
Ililigtas siya.
11-3.
Si Dada niya, si Dada.
Kumbaga, Big Daddy.
Cheeky go of it there from PRX. But it's not enough.
Kaya naririnig tayo ng mga fans niyan na ba?
Even getting one there, not bad at all for Francis. And again, taking that gun away, even though it ends up in the hands of Forsaken, still got huge advantages. As Nongshim able to just double up and make sure that that flank doesn't find any purchase.
Throw na yun ni Dambi, no?
Big purchase coming through.
Okay.
Kaso nakakabang na rin siya na eh.
Judge for Forsaken for PRX. Well, those
Ang ganda ng
half-armor
ball.
buys
Straight A.
they invested in the previous round.
Kaso mamatay si Viper.
Fruitful anyway.
Swing the corner and Ivy finding Envy. The judge just not hitting at all.
Parang 12-3 ah.
Walls falling, the spot out onto something. Will just be the two players going their separate ways.
Hindi na matalo yan.
Tugs back,
Yung
watching for that potential
si Dambi
flank
sa pwesto na
that
yan.
will not come through. The clone to the corner, the poison orb delaying this approach down ramp. They're being held at bay as Ivy is right here on the corner. The push forward into the second, into the fourth. Ivy!
Ace.
Absolutely decimating.
Kukunin niya.
Now looking for an ace.
Kaso mamatay siya, alam mo bakit?
Stuck here around the corner, they're gonna try to play him in.
Boy siya.
The shot's ringing out. Looking for the swing, and Ivy will have it.
Grabe naman yun!
Global stage.
Ivy is him!
Final. And he has got an ace.
Ivy is him!
Nongshim up to map point.
Bro, ililibre kita Dubai Chewy. Pag ganyan.
Work from Ivy.
Flick.
Parang ako.
Oo nga.
And by the
Nakita ko nga
time
siya sa'yo.
Dapat yung mga ganyan, sinasa ulo mo eh.
Far too late.
Wala eh. Kung ako yun, isa lang mapatay.
Wala na, over ano na to.
Makakabahan na ako.
And he's standing up.
Home court advantage, hindi. Chile to eh.
Oo.
Wala home court advantage dito, tol.
Si Alex na yung ano dyan eh.
Going up 2-0.
And it's a statement that I didn't really ever think that I'd make, but he's got 18 extra kills of something. Who's just not been able to find his form, not been able to find his groove, and that is going to continue.
Makabawi pa.
Cannot catch a break. Can't buy a kill at this point.
12-7 pa rin.
Ivy will fall. Decent fight back here from
Kaya na yun, hindi na sila
PRX.
takot eh.
Do not want this map to come to an end. Who do not want for
Magkatanggap na nila talo na. So lalaban na
get that
sila.
2-0 lead to put them in the position where they have to reverse sweep. And so far in this round, so good.
Yeah, just
not quite.
Almost. Safer if you do it over here.
Yep, the shorter wall.
Yep.
There you go. If you were Mata, you probably could have made it over the top.
That's true, yeah.
Zarb still wanting to try to make this painful, but he won't be able to. Divide able to hold his own. Francis, his position absolutely known and heard. Can he take anybody down with him? He is completely surrounded. About to have an old boy style fight here in the hallway, but it doesn't last very long. PRX fight back for
laban na
they
to,
need
no?
8 in a row
12-4.
to get this.
Nag-announce na ba si Tens ng alin?
Just crazy stuff here from Devi in this round. No armor. The glass cannon, he's able to connect. Almost no cigar for Francis on the initial attempt, but he eventually gets it out of there, and stabilization of sorts here. It is Outlaw. He's only going to hit one player for one tap. But
Tol, nagre-relapse pa yung tao. Maawa naman kayo.
Right now, it's a mid push-up. Jing and Devi trying to play off of each other. Goes Dambi.
Paranoia across. Dambi needing to turn back, but it will be Francis to that second layer.
Anak ng Diyos yun, pre. Anak ng Diyos yun. Dambi is Dambi.
Two members of PRX left standing. Envy in something to try to work a miracle.
Knockdown na.
As the pit blooms and it cycles them into one singular position. Just an alley approach available.
Ulti. Ulti mo na.
Francis still willing to fight forward.
Gusto niya eh.
The swing in. He finds the first. Envy will fall.
So sorry, pre!
Parang 3-0. Parang sweep pa. Last map. Anong predict mo?
2-0. One more map. And they will be crowned the champions of Master Santiago.
Ban yung Pearl tsaka Breeze.
Just keeps going. Can they do it?
Feel ko kahit
Map
anong
3
map.
is Abyss. We've never seen PRX on it.
They have to show it now.
14,
And they have to find the win.
Tingnan natin. Pero sana 3 sorry na. Okay na ako sa 3 sorry legit, guys.
Ako rin.
Kasi tingin ko, istorya na ng Nongshim to eh. Parang parang deserve naman talaga nila. Diba? Sa kwento. Yung kwento kailangan mabuo. Pangit naman kung di mabuo yan. Parang T1 lang yan sa sa League of Legends. Nagliliga ba?
It's more than a game.
Ano, TFT lang.
TFT lang. The fans.
Ano rank mo sa
And
TFT?
our mission
Hindi ako
is to
nag-TFT.
elevate that world by building technology that creates moments that last forever. That's why we're joining forces with the Valorant Champions Tour to transform
From underdog to
how fans
undefeated.
experience
Diba?
live
Kung
events on the global
kung sa
stage.
story lang talaga, bilang fan, maisip mo na lang din na na pang Nongshim na talaga. Nakakabahan ako pag may bumababa Pag may bumababa, delikado Ayan, no? Delikado. Pwede ba masab yung player? Pag may 6-man, pwede ba yan in-game? Pwede na. Pwede. Pag may 6-man. Naaway mo si Dabay. Ba't si Dabay lang? Pero kilala mo si Faker. Oh, iba talaga, no? Kahit di ka naglalaro, kilala mo yun.
The time to write the next chapter in the esports history books is finally here.
Ilan months na rin nyo? Yung girlfriend ko? Hindi ko alam eh. Hindi ko alam. Tol, dahil sa pinagsasasabi nyo, minamalas PRX. Legit.
Tama. 2 minutes
Yan,
pa tayo.
yan kasi, di ba, hindi... Wala ata practice the boy, puro kain lang. Tol, hindi pwedeng sinusuporta mo. At the same time, binabash mo.
How has it been co-streaming every match with all the fans back there being really loud?
No, it's insane. I feel like this Masters
Dito pala si Coach, syempre.
You know what I mean? Like, somehow, I know why, because there are a lot of teams, of course, but like, we have the similarities with Brazil.
Zeus nga pala.
All the crowd, like, they have so much
Yung
energy,
bataan
so
ko
it's
sa...
really entertaining. They don't
Binus
carry
ko
teams
from
away, right?
silver.
Because they're
Ano,
cheering for
emo
everyone.
na
So
ngayon.
it's even hard to know, like, what to predict.
Ayun,
Like,
Regent na.
shouting, who they're cheering
Nakalimutan
for.
ko kasi.
So I really appreciate it from the fans because it makes the show more entertainment than ever.
Definitely. Is that Latin power that we all know? Locking was the same. It was amazing. But now I want to ask predictions for today. Who's going to win? And
Abyss
how would it
ata?
break out?
You know, I got it right
Abyss?
yesterday. I said it was
Abyss
3-1
ba?
PRX. That would go
Abyss last time nag-ano si Dambi dun, di ba? Waylay. Oh, Waylay.
So I feel like it's gonna be the second title.
Ba't natatakot ka pag may bababa dyan? Baka kasi multo.
Oh, may yun na eh, based on experience.
Based on experience. Mahirap eh. 3 sorry na sana guys, 3 sorry. 3 pa naman. Tol, alas 4 na. Cute nyo naman po ng BF mo, madam. Sino BF ko, ha? Throwing something eh. Tol, pag nga di iinit si something sa si Jing, asahan mo yung tatlo, kaso si Forsaken lang ata gumana. Sabi na eh, malakas kutob ko eh. Nung start pa lang ng playoffs eh, unang game nitong Nongshim.
Oh? Nongshim ka?
Nongshim ako.
Ako
Nung pa lang kick off.
eh.
Hindi, nung kick off pa lang.
Kick off so nung Nongshim versus TS, Nongshim ka na?
Hindi! Hindi! TS ako nun!
Kaya mo nung kick off eh.
Wag! Wag! Madam! Team Secret yun, legit. Pero nung natalo Team Secret,
Oh.
made something look
Tingin
like
ko sa mga
nothing.
ibang kalaban ng Nongshim mananalo. Unless nag-rematch ng TS. Kung nag-rematch, panalo TS eh. Kasi sinabihan ko na, counter nila ng Sage.
So what Nongshim did was utterly disrupt them. These first 2 rounds, the pistol, the
Madam,
bonus in
nanonood ka at
particular, were
gising ka
such a
ngayon.
great example of this.
Yun
This is a
ay
Nongshim that is playing incredibly
kwento
confident,
lamang
who has their individuals in
na
peak form,
joke
but
lang.
who also has great prep as to what their opponent's strengths are, and they look proud to it.
Very quickly, something 1 and 17 on the map as well. Unrelated to this, but that's not good.
Sumusuwa manalo yan eh. Pag talo ang Team Secret, talo din ako eh.
There's never been a reverse sweep on the global stage.
Gusto ko talaga manalo na Team Secret. Kailangan ko na mag-sub in. Ikaw muna mag-stream siguro. Kailangan ko magsanay ulit para mag-sub in.
Balik ka muna, Pro.
Babalik ako, Pro.
Sige.
Estamos aquí con Ana Don León y con Leo Faría también porque les queremos hacer una preguntita sobre lo que hacen evento más
Langhiya. Langhiyang yan. Ay, naka. Hindi, alas 4 na kasi, kaya ganito na kami. Hey guys, ano na prediction nyo? Mga reverse sweep o sweep to? O 3-1? Kayo. Ano ba favorite map mo? Ako, Corrode. Tapos deadlock gamit ko. Deadlock nga gamit ko dun.
Now, Leo, I want to know what has stood out for you specifically this event.
Look, it's been so incredible to be here. As you all probably know, I'm Brazilian. I grew up in Brazil, and I am ashamed to say this is my first time in Santiago in Chile. And this city is incredible. We've been enjoying our time here so much. You see, every time we go to a city, we hope fans will show up, but we have been amazed. We had high expectations, but you have
paano
really
kaya
it's incredible.
We
are, by the way, trying
Masters
to change our sport
Philippines,
in a way
no?
that allows us to travel
Buhay ang
more. We know this
community
is only
dito
our
sa
first
atin
time
eh.
here, but
pwede nga.
we want to come
Saan
back,
gaganapin?
and we promise to come back.
Philippine Arena? Philippine Arena naman lang.
Thank you all very much. We appreciate
Di tingin ko kasi sobrang may Manila server nga tayo, may Neon nga tayo, di ba? Tingin ko, tingin ko may hinahanda yun ng
Kaya siguro naghanap mo yung server para pag nag-masters na dito.
Sobrang laking event nun. Grabe yun. Yung gantong, siguro mas marami dyan.
Ito bang crowd na to?
Wala.
Hindi ko pa nakikita yung Philippine Arena.
Wala yan. Tul, malaki yun. Malaki Philippine Arena. Malaki.
Lugares para que todos puedan ver y presenciar lo que son estos eventos. Y obviamente, si lo hacen posible, siempre están esperando de que la gente llegue al venue, de que vengan a ver los partidos. Y si ustedes todos los que
Buhay
están
yan.
acá
Lahat
en
ng
casa
mga
lo
nasa
hacen
Balo
posible,
PH mag-meet up na.
vuelva a pasar algo por acá. Así que muy
Wala nang
interesante.
online dating.
But now, I heard you have a little message for our audience here in house, right?
All right, look, we heard that you're loud, so we want to check if that's true. Are you ready? Anna? 1, 2, 3. Chi, chi, chi! Chi, chi, chi! ¡Viva Chile!
¡Viva Chile! ¡Qué increíble es tenerlos acá! Ana, thank you very much. Leo, thank you very much too. This is really perfect. We love it. Y ahora nos vamos a ir directo a la partida de Saiyans.
Walang papalit sa K-Day sa kay Tenstol. No. Huwag kang mangarap, tas sa aming dalawa pa. Map 3 na, dali na.
Pandemonium here in the Espacio Riesco, but it feels like amidst all of it, Nongshim Red Force are pulling the strings up 2-0. Now we're headed to a map that we have not seen from PRX at all this year, period.
They're perma-banned, and it has to come up when elimination is on the line, when they would have to start a reverse sweep if they want another trophy. The question is, what comp do they go for? And it's an interesting one, picking the Vice into this map, going away from double it's been so popular.
Yeah, I mean, everything is on the side of Nongshim for this one.
Dabay, ano na naman?
The harbor also on their side.
Yeah, I think it is really interesting. I mean, obviously, going to just hover that one and consider to change that back over to their normal composition. But I think a comp where it is a waylay and a
ito rin gamit nila last time na pick ata ano alam ko sa energy itong ano nung
It's actually going to be kind of tough to get defensive value with that agent.
I think it's going to be difficult for PRX because yes, the Davai I think is going to shine on the defense. They got
Good morning, John Mark.
There. As you said, Mimi, we have never seen in a global final a reverse sweep. So now PRX has to do the impossible to get their second trophy. And Nongshim has all the momentum on their side for turning around that Corrode when they were down 3-8 to get in that split, jumping into this abyss.
Let's get you into map 3. It's do or die for PRX. Let's Nongshim Red Force run. Rough shot over them. Over to you, Achilleos, and paper thin.
About the impossible task here.
Ganyan ba kalapit mo ka mo sa monitor, tol? Mas malapit pa. Kay Davay lang.
But PRX were the first team to pull off a reverse sweep in a best of 5 in VCT. This is now the biggest one of all. The second map pick, this abyss for Nongshim. PRX now is showing it for the first time, and Forsaken continuing to play duelist here.
I mean, you have to have huge question marks right now about what's going to happen in this map, especially for Nongshim. You know, what is this composition actually going to look like? How's it going to play out? We have no clue. You know, what PRX is going to look like.
Legit, kahit neon map.
PRX, this is a map that Nongshim has figured out. They've gotten their groove on. They take so much map space. They're constantly trying to press your extremities, trying to find those extra layers behind you. And they're so good about taking mid control, and that's something they're doing early.
PRX, oh.
A lot of times it's Ivy.
PRX?
Ay, ng ano pala, ng Nongshim.
PRX
Ayun, nasa taas agad, to Fastler.
Looking for the aggression, but they're misreading where it might come from.
Hindi nila expect yan.
Not even going to be ready. This is so quick from Nongshim.
Kaso parang baka i-expect nila dahil sa crowd.
In the back, Francis now striking front of the first Jing. Taking down some damage in reply, but the kill not yet found. Quick refract back, a pop flash. Francis looking for a little bit more, but it's going to be down. Something now gone. Invi only able to find the one to buy. Scratching his head, wondering what the hell happened.
Huwag nito throw yan ng low si RB. Up down.
That's one RB down to a single tap. A stiff breeze.
Ganyan yung maganda, no? Up and down, tatlo.
Pag natalo pa yan, ayaw ko na lang.
Malabo yan, no? Malabo yan, no? Tingin mo, mabilis. Kung silver yan, yung kalaban ng Raid ang kaya. Mag-whip na.
Mag-whip yan, yo. Of PRX at so many twists and turns. And this one is just a free push up through mid. No util there. No body clear. To figure it out until Jing finds out the hard way.
Parang 3-0 Win pistol na naman Nongshim.
Can't do anything at that point.
Tapos judge na naman Dambi.
Nongshim here.
Kailangan kayo nagbalikan ng boyfriend mo. Tol, di ako nagka-boyfriend, no? Nood ka ng, ano, finals.
Francis has one of his own. He's shown how deadly he could be. Devi similarly is going to be able
to
kill him. He holds his own.
Yoru.
Double Marshall now in the hands of PRX with a player advantage. Tying this up 1-1 off the rim. Such a fantastic start. Something, however, pushing forward in the site. Had his work cut out for him. Completely unfavored in that regard. Like now to be collected. Looks like PRX just going to try to commit forward onto this B site. Deal with Dambi.
You got to shout. You got those two marshals. So if you can suss his position out early, he still has a saturate to slow you down.
Parang
let's get tagged up there. Has to drop below.
-101 na agad.
Cracks out.
Saturate. Set up Envy caught in midair. The spike now on the floor. The double swing now. Double face with those marshals and find another.
Doable, no?
Opened up.
30 seconds left.
Drone out over the top. Has to be cleared. Eliminated.
Yun lang.
On the swing, finding one
Ay,
now.
Envy.
Not known for his sniping, but still comes up with a solid shot to start it. Looks for that second. One bullet left. He will not be able to make it connect.
Pagka na 5-0 ng
Damage
NS.
dealt for sure.
Tingin ko NS.
Nongshim still come out on top. 2-0 to start off Abyss.
There's glimmers of hope for PRX.
Ganun. Hindi ko magawa yun.
So clean here.
Ay, nagagawa ko pala yun. Mabilis ang kill.
Envy trying to scale forward.
Ayaw kong tutunan yun.
Shot from Jing.
Hindi ko nga naibababa sa katawan ng crosshair ko, laging ulo. Kahit naupo.
At least trying to stay positive, has a
Ganda ng
smile.
problema mo.
Hindi ko alam bakit parang naka-magnet crosshair ko sa ulo.
You need to rally, something's mental. That's the key player for me right now. Gotta find impact, was just woeful on split. He's a player who's been so good for them. But he's been hot and cold this year. When he goes cold, it's brutal. And yes, the rest of Paper X can be there to pick up the pieces, but Nongchim is too strong right now.
Execute B sila.
See if he can get it going in this round.
Francis again looking for that headshot. Unable to find it here, but Dambi catching Forsaken as he just goes double dashing up over the top. Straight back. Francis gone. Devi giving up that position, that flank into mid. As pings come down, they have him noted. Ivy going on a walkabout to see if he can try to intercept anyone.
Omen flush.
That gate crash gets taken by something. Might just be absolutely screwed. No, Devi out from window, able to have the covering fire, keeps him protected, and the rest of Paper X. They come out on top.
Eto na, mukhang close na naman to. Ayoko nga ng tambak.
Seeing some good reads from Paper X in this round. Devi watching mid the whole time.
Tama ka nga, pangit baril nila, so tuwan yun.
Jing again, big as well. Saw this on Corrode, but they need to keep it up, and Devi checking those tendencies. Again, Nongchim going to push the map, going to look for those extra angles onto you. Even though NRG knew about it, they had a tough time dealing with it. Change up of the trip position. A little bit further back, looking to...
Kahit gusto kong maniwala sa'yo, parang ayoko eh. Parang wag sana eh.
3-1 sana. Please, i-3-1 sana. Ayun na. Manalo sana dyan yung ano? Nongshim.
Walks towards it.
Nongshim na yan.
Uy, tinamaan siya. Nice one. Nice one yun, tinamaan siya.
He's so far forward. Does keep back.
Burst B. Ready naman sila. Nice one.
Clear the camera. Dambi trying to find an opener.
Ito lang ma-spam ulit. Na-spam ko dyan last time.
Hindi ba siya namatay?
Double dash, Forsaken. Working his way closer. Being revealed.
Dalawang wheel. Ay, hindi siya na-slow.
Spotted out. Some stray shots connecting on the Envy. Put him down to 70, but still going to be standing. Still able to fight.
May flash Yomin ah.
Devi, the one disconnected off-site. Unable to utilize from this position, and now Francis and Ivy, one apiece. Francis being corralled from the side. He has the covering fire. Keeps the Euro in the mix. And he fights forward to find something. Paranoid out onto Devi. To his demise.
Nice!
Nice one!
Nice one, Tol! Nice one, legit.
For Paper X to ramp up to get that momentum.
Tama yan, Zeus. Tama yan, Zeus.
Sinave siya, sinave ah.
Oo, akala ko na-flick.
Make this their strong side.
Muntik na rin eh.
Give up a little bit of space. You have so much of that Cypher util. Give you the no.
Uy, appear daw. Uy, uy!
Hindi mo na-appear.
Uy, ina-appearan yung papel. Pre, iba ina-appearan nun eh.
You can see some of the struggles here, never having played this map on a stage this year. Correct's just looking just enough off kilter. You have Envy's ult, you have Devi's ult, but 3 big ones for Nongshim as well. Convergent Pass, Dimensional Drift, and the Neural Theft. Tucked in. Spot there for something, gets a tag at the very least.
Tinamaan ba? Ay, tinamaan.
Ano yun?
Winable pa yan, winable.
You're just looking for answers.
Tatlo
now you're
ult.
send in Forsaken to try to hold down.
Willy, Yoru combo yan.
Ult
is Yoru ult yan, Willy.
Thing is there and Forsaken outdone. Caught completely by surprise. A clean one tap to find something there in
window. Hindi ko sila next round, so magpa 5-1. Ang ganda. Parang ano na sila, nagka-crumble na. Time out na yan next round.
Nakaka-tilt na yan, no? Kailangan nang i-motivate ni coach yan.
Time out na.
They just cannot keep track.
Yun lang.
Jing able to find the double pump. Francis dead, but now
GG na
he
to.
is all alone. The dash forward, the saturate
Grabe
connecting.
naman yung movement nun.
Parang ako! Parang ako!
Nagbato, sabay umikot-ikot, tas si Norty.
Kaya mo yun?
Hindi ko kaya.
Halata naman. Halata yun, pre.
Have been out for blood this entire series so far.
Kailangan
and they
na
are
mag-time out
bleeding
kasi last
Paper
time
X dry.
Ikaw, Tol, pag natitilt ka, anong
so
counter mo?
difficult when you give up this much space and then you get
Legit.
the pig
Pag
reveal. Francis is in a perfect
tournament.
position to punish.
Oasis eh.
Paper Rex pumps the brakes, pauses the time, and Alex is gonna have to give.
Ganyan lang. Tapos reset mindset yun.
It's been great with the timeouts. Often Paper Rex is coming out of them and either winning the follow-up round or winning the round after the eco if they're
Ako
in
kasi, ang mindset ko, Faker eh.
Ano yun?
Pag natatalo, hindi ko sisisi sa kampi ko. Kumbaga, isisisi ko pa rin sa sarili ko. Kumbaga, hindi pa ako ganun kalakas. Ganun na. For more improvement.
Kahit na mataas na yung standards, tataas mo pala.
Kumari, kahit MVP ka sa laban na yun, talo kayo. Kumbaga, kailangan mas malakas ka pa kasi talo kayo. Yun ang gusto ko kay Faker.
But compared to what we were seeing at the start of that Corrode when they were running away with that opening half, everyone was firing on all cylinders, everyone was hitting their shots. Now it is very much scattered across the team with who is able to do what. Forsaken himself, currently struggling to find that first kill.
But it's the same thing
Si Juice ba yan? Yes, Juice from Oasis na ngayon gusto na lang mag-stream, maging content creator. Sakto naman naghanap ako ng guest kasi para madagdagan knowledge ba?
Tama. Knowledge naman share mo.
Wala hindi pa niya alam kasi mga mechanics.
Tama ka. Francis na naman out na pag ganyan.
So how do you do? Outlaw looking for the follow-up shot.
Ay, hindi
back around the corner, can get that reload across. Meanwhile, Devi tagged to 60 by RB in mid.
Pero pag ganun nagkasa, dapat sugudin nyo yan kung marami kayo.
Sugudin.
Ayun,
sinugod na.
Walang follow-up.
Diyos ko po!
Diyos ko po! Diyos ko po! Grabe naman yun, Nongshim! Diba dapat clip farm to ng mga nag-watch party for PRX? Ba't parang nakakakuha kami ng clip farm sa Nongshim? Baliktad parang kami lang yung ganun ngayon Iba yan.
The change in position of the Cypher util shows me again that Nongshim's IGL RB is on point with reading this macro. He knows exactly what Paper X is thinking and what they want to do round over round. This has to be it for Paper X. They have to turn it right here, right now with these ults.
Gabby's just taking space, but will get shut down. Jinx strafing into that smoke, it'll find, but Francis still finds the time to take out
si Francis, mainit to
Guys, dapat na alam nila. Ready flood sila, ready flood, 4 na agad.
Paano yung ready flood?
Ano sila? Ayan na, habang nag-execute yung kalaban, pumapasok na sila. Flooding na sila.
As he does fall, Envy similarly. Jinx setting up that paranoia.
Anak ng Diyos!
And he finds him blind.
Di ba? Pro na yan
The drone uncleared. Envy.
Wala, taragis talaga.
Frantically trying to sprint away.
Pero si Himby to Mukhang dito na yung clip farm ko. Eto na, sisigaw ako Himby. Ganun.
Sigaw ko.
Eto na, pagka na-clutch. Para may clip ako. Kiklip ko to guys, kiklip. Hindi ako kasi makapag-twerk Yung iba sumisigaw tapos mag-twerk
has been monstrous for Paper X in making it this far at the tournament. Can he find that prowess?
Kahit maano yan, ang gagawin niya hindi dyan. Ito. Pagka-plant niya, hindi ko alam kung maka-cross siya, hindi siya maka-cross. Wala na. Hindi siya alam na siya.
Recon shocks all available. Envy looking for the first, but he's the one eating the damage.
Nambas yung dalawa.
Back away from the recon, RB. Ready to swing and Envy.
Bakit niya ginanon? Ba't niya pinikan? Dalawa sila.
Pushing him back up, reinforcing his health.
Yun
But
lang.
Extros has the turn, has the kill.
Kanina pa to, no?
Oo, yung 18 na yan. 18 pa lang yan.
But again, I mean, Envy tries his darndest, but
walang clip farm. Sayang. Dami ko sanang makukuha ang Paper Expanse nun.
It just feels like their mental's gone. It just feels like they're frazzled. They don't have answers. They don't know what to do on this map. Sometimes you could come through and surprise opponents, like we saw with T1 last year in Bangkok. But
kanina pa siya, so hindi ka kakabahan.
No, they're not.
Ay, no.
Nagwawala na siya.
Ano kaya rank mga nanonood?
A series they
Feeling ko
want to see
majority dyan.
PRX be able to push
Diamond?
this.
Mga
To
Diamond.
give them their money's worth, to give them
Kasi
some solid
feeling
entertainment,
ko,
stop this
kung
from
hindi
being
naman nanonood ng
a
bronze tsaka gold,
3-0
kasi hindi nila
blowout.
magigets yung nangyayari.
And it might very well
Sabagay.
come down to this right now.
Yung mga makakagets lang madalas.
Coinbase win
Diamond,
condition, the final
Ascendant,
Parang
timeout
tayo.
call
Oo.
on this map for PaperX. and
Di ko
potentially
pagpupuyatan
of
to
the
kung di ko
entire tournament.
naiintindihan.
Oo.
Legit.
Yung mga bronze, silver, yung pa ano eh.
Just don't know what else to say.
Ano lang,
They
Gusto lang
showed
maglaro.
off
Papalipas lang,
today, and
bala.
obviously part of that is because Nongshim, the way they play, is so explosive, so well structured, so well
Lalo tayo
thought out,
Sakit niyan.
and so many individual players
Nung
that
Shim,
have just
di pa sila
gone
nagka-time out
absolutely
simula
crazy
nung
for
ano,
them.
last
Huge
game.
Last match.
moments. Exros again here in this grand finals. Doesn't look like a rookie at all.
No.
He looks like he belongs.
He absolutely does. There's no doubt about that. Hardly was coming into this tournament, and they very quickly got brushed aside. 7-1-2 at the moment.
Something, ha? 5 ult. Tsaka 4 ult.
Crowd will count us down.
Valorant round to.
PaperX, another buy.
Ito yung round
Unless
na, ano,
naging anak ng
5
Diyos ng
ultimates to
ano,
try to utilize.
PRX.
ito na yung round ng mga may chaos.
Virgin Path's going to be sent over towards tower. No one at home. Dash in,
Oh.
Forsaken,
Talaga,
dead.
Corrode,
RP
no?
finds him. That might have even
Multihan
been
yun, ah.
before the cam reveal. I think he just caught him. Clone going to be found now. Backpedal Ivy frantically trying to get away, but X-Ross with that Hunter Sphere is able to find a second. Envy and Shane
Grabe.
both gone.
2 ults na ginamit ng PaperX. Wala pang ult yung ano. Isa pa lang.
Doubles up the kills. Hunting
Pero
just one
3v2
shot. The
inabol
spike
pa.
still needs to be recovered. The drone to check forward.
That
Does clear
magkaisa
the
sila,
corner.
no?
Oo.
And it's
Yun
just a
lang.
hair off. He's just
One
Kinabahan
right
yan.
above the head.
2-7 na siya. Nas
Something
low.
cannot
Takbuhin
find
yan.
X-Ross. He keeps
Tinakbo ng tatlo, pre. Paano anong gagawin mo doon?
Wala na yun. Pag ganun.
And it looks like
Kung ako sana yun eh.
completely out
Ikaw
of
yun,
gas,
oh.
completely out of
Urulo.
ideas, and completely out of hope.
Nako, coach, wag.
Kamuha ng pag-asa, coach.
Nothing
Minawal pa
left
yan.
to say.
Nagamit na niya timeout niya, no?
He just watches him go
Pinabol pa
through.
yan.
Could just tell RB, yeah, he's going up ropes.
Pre, sige.
And then the
Guys,
big
hindi,
reveals
legit.
there. Oh
Mga PRX fans dyan, maniwala kayo.
What a catch for X-Ross.
Huwag kayong mga PRX fans, huwag kayong magalit sa akin. PRX talaga ako.
It's gonna take
Tama,
everything.
tama.
PRX
Just on
talaga.
the players now for PaperX. Finally gonna invest the dimensional drift here. Try to use it to get a Hunter's Fury to connect, but Tommy's just
One
jumping
more ult.
around.
Wala.
Ulo.
Dalawang ult na nagamit.
Looking for the
Kailangan niya
exit.
ng...
Hala ka!
Wala na. Wala na siya.
Hala ka! Nongshim!
An exact attempt over on the A side of the map.
But the Cypher util is here.
The tripwires are still there, and so too is Ivy. Finds the first, gets the second. X-Ross in between.
Wala na to. Tingin ko, hindi na to, ano.
There's
Nagigets ko
another
si something eh.
flawless.
Kasi dalawang ult ginamit. Sova
Nongshim
and ano.
can do
Yoru.
no wrong.
Yung dalawang ult na yun, kailangan nila makapatay.
Combo yun, di ba?
Oo.
Can do no
Eh, dahil
good.
ba nang walang nagawa,
Umaban na siya.
o lumaban na siya. Kasi pagka nag-reset pa kanya rin, nag-out si something, eh, iko
It's
sila.
just
Parang talo
everything
na
they
rin.
try is thwarted.
Grabe, tol. Malabo na tong matalo. Tingin ko. Sa momentum lang, pre.
Are certainly at
Ako,
championship
kumbaga, ano
level.
na lang,
There's a
bilang
reason, folks,
pan,
they haven't dropped a
aasa ka,
single series yet this
nakabahin.
year.
Ganong
Well, they
feeling.
are running
Pero
this
tingin ko,
royal
di na eh.
road.
Ganitong momentum.
And they look to be that first Ascension team to claim a championship. They are so well on their way right now.
Dito natin
PaperX
malalaman
doing a little bit
kung
of it
9-3 or
exploring, a
10-2.
scuffed by here, a hero rifle for
Pag
Divide,
8-1 na, 9-3 or 10-2 na
Guardian
ulit.
for something, couple sheriffs,
Sipin mo
Jing
nga,
with the
Ascension
bandit.
team, no?
Oo.
Jing's ult, the only one left here. You've cycled through them and you can't find a damn thing.
Tilted ba si something? Tatanong ko mamaya.
This waylay.
Tanong natin.
Tawagan.
Paano natin yan eh.
Tropa yan, nagtatagalog yan.
Tagalog yan.
Anak ka ng Nongshim?
Trade naman. Kaso meron pa silang ano, Yoru tsaka Willy ult.
Yun ang boom.
Dalawa na kuha. Sabay dash.
Di na ata, in-stack na dun.
Walang dash.
Pre, inipit.
Wala na, pinch na.
Inipit, tol! Ayan, ala na, tol. Wala na to, no?
Unless, fanatic comeback. Napanood mo yun?
Iyan yung napanood ko lang.
11-1?
Napanood ko
Ay, yun
yun.
yung napanood mo, no? Yung 7-1.
Yun mismo, yun mismo.
Yun mismo. 11-1 ah.
They're so aware.
Never count them out. Sabi nga nila.
Ivy here. Just ready
Parang
for
hindi
that
yata
TP
gumagana yung
spot.
all is well mo.
Umana sa Nongshim. Sabi mo sa Nongshim eh.
Ay, oo nga. Sa Nongshim nga.
Sa Nongshim.
All that awareness off of the ult, they can then use the conversion.
Kumbaga, kung narinig ng PRX sinabi ko, panalo dito. Kasi counter nila yung alis nila.
It's just
in-speedrun
so
nila.
good. The way that this team has been prepared is incredible, and you just have to tip your cap to their coaching staff.
Right,
take 5v5 retake again.
Fairly MTP site, the crunch attempt from Nongshim ends up being a misread. PRX, a window to get this spike planted. Pop flash going to be sent down, Ivy going to be taken down, and now suddenly PRX looking decisive in this round.
Audition to.
Zektross unable to
Kala ko
find follow-up, that leaves
mag-audition.
just Dambi.
Expect na nila.
1v4, the opportunity to get the jump. Eventually won't find it.
Nangyayari din pala sa pro yun. Kala ko sa mga gold lang.
Nakatalikod kasi.
Mahirap patamaan yun.
Mahirap yun, oo.
Oo nga no, ba't pag hindi nakatingin, ang hirap tamaan.
Remember that there isn't much paint left on those W keys on the keyboard. Let's put it to good use. The Vi wins a big battle in mid there too, and then they just storm forward together.
Kaya natin kung masaya pa.
Tries to find one, but
PRX.
not able to do
Hindi.
it.
Hindi ganun yung
normal na. Oo.
Parang
Usually,
go with the
tumatawa pa
flow
sila
na, no? Unless ma-close nila.
Just trying to
Fake yan ha. May camera kayo. Halatang fake. Halatang fake. Halata nga.
Nearly able to escape. France is not going to be able to find a punish from this angle, and now suddenly PRX continuing to start to find these reads. The last two rounds work their way forward into these emptier sites. The B still here at tower.
Ang call niyan, hintayin tayo, no? Retake talaga.
Just a hair off that one. Get a touch of damage on the Envy. Looks to try to zone them back.
May wall eh.
Paranoia at the ready, the wall going to be tripped. Devi getting the spot on a Francis. Quick little exit on that gate crashes. Dambi diving forward.
Grabe!
Si Dambi.
Takes cross the pine too, but Forsaken Divine
Hindi nag-ult si
one
Francis
apiece in
ah.
response.
Kanina pa yan.
3v3 of the post plant. RB
Uy, may
move to a wider angle. They're
May
not spamming him.
Nako!
The counter spam has it!
Nako! Ano la? Talaga Nongshim na talaga to? I love Nongshim!
Nongshim!
Pag talaga nanalo Nongshim dito, upload ko na vlog ko, edit ko pa. Tagal na
There are
nun.
no answers for this team right now. Hard to imagine that PRX has anything
Pag
left in
nakuha
the
ng
tank.
PRX pistol, may
They'll have to
pag-asa
start
pa.
from the pistol. We'll see if they can find it or if Nongshim continue to be excellent when we come back after halftime.
Nag-slow. Nakapatay pa rin.
Pangit ng plant, no?
Pangit ng plant. Sobrang gilid.
Sino nag-plant nun? Pangit nun, no? Lumabas pa silang lahat, no?
Red Bull gives you wings.
Si Soba nag-plant.
Si Cindy.
Cindy. Pag bad plant na, dapat laban na lang. So tama pala ako sa last game namin.
Pag may smoker, laban site talaga dapat. Unless may ult kayo, pang molly. Kanina, Thorns lang yung meron eh. Walang Sobo ult. Thorns lang. Tapos may smoker pa. I-smoke lang talaga yun. Kailangan laban site.
Quiero escucharlo más fuerte. ¡Están listos! Quiero que retumbe espacio
Pag 3-0 to, bad trip tong crowd. Ang bilis lang ng ano nila. No?
Ano? Dami atang iiyak ngayon na. Favorite eh. Favorite of PRX.
It feels like right now, even if PRX had all of the energy of this crowd within their 5 players on stage, it would still not be enough.
Pero ibang story kung nakuha nila Corrode kanina.
to stave off Nongshim Red Force.
Palagi yung PRX. O pwede rin sila mang preview.
This has not
Iba
been a
talaga pag
display
naunahan
of
ng
peak Valorant between these two
momentum,
teams. But it has
mentality,
been a display of damn near
duro.
perfection from Nongshim. Refuse to give any advantages to their opponents.
Exactly. I mean, it just goes to show you that it's so much
Yan na yung
more
last time na
than
makakausap
just
ni Alex.
Dombey. Yes, he's incredible.
Yung PRX.
Yes, he is
Pwede
fearsome
siya
on the
magsalita
Neon.
pag halftime.
But now they're starting to win maps where they don't run the Neon, and it's the players behind him who are doing
Last 3, season mo last 3 ka, ano kakalapit nun.
X-Ross today, outrageously good.
Baka maging energy yan. Energy kinakabahan na.
Every time he sees Paper X players there, it's dead, and he's going for more, and he's getting multiples.
Kasi alam nila, last 2 na lang.
Early grab of the orb there for Francis. Ivy might be the one to try to counter.
Ganda.
His Forsaken
Dapat
lurk.
mapatay mo yan.
Might have missed the
Expect
timing
mo
though.
dapat yan.
Forsaken.
Will be able to spot the head, finds the shot.
Bad yan, bad.
Ivy now gone. Key advantage and a key pistol that Paper X cannot afford to lose.
Nice, na-bait nila.
Just dumping some flashes into the A site, trying to keep Paper X's interests tied over there.
Ganda rin palang pistol ng
Forsaken
Nongshim.
catching the rotations. So Paper X can begin their own. It's still
Papatay
here.
na limit.
Base now doubled up. Forsaken will be able to find another.
10-4.
3v5, Nongshim bringing the spike across, ready to get the plant, but Paper X are in pole position. The flood retake. Oh, Stabby now down. X-Ross able to find one, continuing to try to do wonders here for the team. Finds the second, looks for that third. He takes him so very low. But a couple kills elude him, and Paper X, they manage to persevere.
But it was desperately needed. And a really good
3-0 nyo na, galing bundok at dagat to, baka naman. Tatlo na lang yan.
The early lurk, well timed. But this right here, they get some extra guns to deal with Francis. That gives them a huge 5v3 advantage, which they kind of ended up needing. Still some signs of life. The heartbeat is there.
Huwag mo pala si Forsaken.
Paper X.
Yan ka na naman.
Nongshim wants to seemingly get pretty aggro right into this outlaw. Dart though doesn't clear him.
Something able to find the first shot.
Mukhang ano na, something is on fire.
Does back away. X-Ross is grabbing up the orb. Vice wall right around the corner is the Vice. Himself is Divine. Waiting for this push. Ivy would love to have him swing into him. Barrel stuff with that bandit. Divine.
Pero lakas ng bandit ng close eh, no?
Ivy has the kill, and now the Spectre in hand.
Hindi expect si ano ah. Forsaken ah.
Still hovering around A main as Forsaken.
Uy!
He ends up getting red!
Parang
Played it too patiently in X-Ross.
Maiko sana no?
Sana. Maiko sana. I wanna sleep, dude.
The player advantage. The plant to come through.
Maiko sana, maiko.
Francis.
Sa favorite anime mo, bro?
Spot on the Jing.
Hindi ko yung K-drama.
K-drama.
Towards the window. Something also there, but Ivy
Anime, hindi
still
ka nanonood?
that Spectre
K-drama
put to good use. Francis
Grabe
finding his way out
to.
of a corner. Jing gone.
Is that, bandit buff?
Ang dami nga eh. Kanina rin nag-bandit sila eh. Yung ano, Nongshim.
They will not give him the chance.
Pag close,
they will
no?
not give him the
Timamoy bandit.
They will not give him the mercy.
Kailangan na mag-force ng Paper X. Kasi pag nag-ikot sila, 12-3.
GG! I'm gonna sleep early, bro.
There's no stopping them.
Hindi matutulad yung nangyari sa akin ni Kelly. Kasama kami ni Kelly, 7:30.
Siya lang mag-isa.
Isa si ano, si...
Checking every twist and turn,
Zes.
every corner, every possibility. Again, the
Dalawa kami last
understanding
time.
of negative map space.
7:30, yamot na.
Most casual fist bump between two coaches in a grand final that I have ever seen.
Kala mo 3-0 na.
How good this must feel for Silkanon.
Ano kayo, wala kayong ano doon?
Through Ascension 2 years in a row to get here.
Sila kung makain, ako di ako makakain.
No man as well, a former player joins the staff and they have just got these guys.
Magkapapatay, Cypher.
Another planet.
Oops.
Fracked out, Gabby not going to be suffering that much damage. She's down at 79. Now the Hunter's Fury opened up.
Nice one.
Forsaken eliminated RB's hand, but Divine with a nice shot. Will be able to find Ivy.
Lamang Nongshim dyan, ha? Hindi mo na kailangan mag-TP dyan.
Pause. Not exactly where you
Yan,
want to go.
tadhana yan.
But this ended up just being
Nice
a brilliant
one.
fake. Either way, down
Nice.
finding in be something gone to
Nice.
Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin Dambi is on Neon only, bro. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na Dambi is on Neon only.
Match point.
Grabe, Nongshim.
Grabe, iyak to.
Feeling mo, dati
Hindi ko
kasi,
maluluwa to.
yung pinaka-last, yung talo nila sa EG,
They do everything right, and all Alex can do.
Siguro, dahil ang sarap na rin ng panalo nila, no?
He knows where this is at.
Ang lalakas din tinalo nila, di ba?
Oh, Dambi.
Champion.
Free fire through the smoke, even. Beautiful saturate once again.
One more. Tuwan-tuwan na yan. Na-excite na yung mga yan.
Has been really impactful.
Excited na.
Waiting for his teammates, setting up big kills. Look at this. Everybody on Paper X looking for Ivy here. Literally everybody. Now something pulls, or excuse me, Forsaken pulls away.
He's still gonna be on
Galit na, no? Nihalaban na. Hinaano na ng Nongshim, kinukuha na talaga. Tinatry ng kunin, no? Is this it? Nongshim?
This series, this final is coming to an end.
Eto na. Sigaw tayo, vamos, ha? Vamos, na.
Now Forsaken, blinded up.
Eto na. Vamos! Congratulations, Nongshim! Okay, pinatulog niyo ako na maaga. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Congrats, Nongshim. Sa inyo ang istorya, kayo ang main character. Digit lang, kayo ang main character. Tingnan nga natin post-interview.
The gods of chaos
ito
have new
yung
favored
pinaka-napanood kong dominate na champion.
Ito, no? Undefeated sila. Parang ramdam ko talaga eh.
They have done it. Unbelievable, and RB
PRX pa yung dinominate.
Iyak siya, umiiyak siya.
A title.
Si Jin.
After being on the Vision Strikers on the DRX teams, spending years in China, now he has a trophy of his own.
The second for Paper X not to be found, not on this day. Perhaps in the future.
Sayang din run ni Invi, no? First join siya na, no?
They will walk past that trophy.
Not for him yet.
But they will not be sated by it. Nongshim Red Force, undefeated throughout the year. The damn near perfect run, hardly ever dropping maps on this road.
Naus lang nakatalo sa kanila.
Kaya nga.
4 rookies on the global stage.
Grabe yun.
And RPS, their guide.
Buti dami kong clip sa Nongshim. Legit lang. Kasama ka dun. Kasama ka dun. You know, congratulations, pra. GG's.
He lifts the trophy aloft.
GG's. Nice game, nice game.
Grabe.
GG's, guys. GG's.
It's just so impressive how deep this team actually is. How they've had to fight. How they've had to struggle to find their identity. And they leaned into what
GG's, Nongshim. Congrats.
Dambi on the Neon. Fantastic plays behind that.
Di ako namali ng pinuntahan na shop.
How great this must feel for
Legit
them.
lang, guys. Legit. May vlog ako sa shop nila eh.
And the moment of triumph. Unbelievable. Our first ever Ascension team to lift a global trophy.
Our first Ascension team and our first Premier team. Something that we
dominate, no?
likely going to see for quite some time.
Walang hirap. Yung Corrode lang, no?
To be proven wrong on that front.
Sa PRX ito talaga
I hope
ginawa.
that this run inspires those out
Ibig
there
sabihin, lakas
who
talaga
have
nila.
the drive, who have
Kasi
the
lakas ng
confidence to believe
PRX
themselves to make it to an event like this, because it is possible.
GG's, chats.
What a feeling this must be.
Okay na yan, ha? Okay ka na doon? Okay na din ako doon.
To never
GG's, chats. That's it. Magpapaalam na kami. Thank you very much sa lahat ng nanood. Abang na lang kayo next live. Guest natin ngayon, salamat kay Zeus na dito ngayon, sumama sa live natin. Thank you very much kay Zeus. Focus daw muna siya sa streaming. Ako, dahil sa Nongshim, na-inspired na ako mag-sub in for stage 1 ng Team Secret. Ako na to, guys. GG's chat, GG's. Thank you, bye-bye guys. Double stream, double chat, double Team Secret, bye-bye.